Yo. In the days of old, 5 elements were known. MCing, DJing, graffiti had grown. B-boy and knowledge, the pillars of the game. But a 6th emerged, adding to the flame. Comics and hip-hop, a fusion so tight. Visual storytelling, lyrics that ignite. From the pages to the beats, a seamless blend. The 6th element, where 2 worlds transcend. Welcome to the 6th Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu guiding the way, bringing you the culture every day. Welcome to the 6th Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu.
What's up, y'all? Ha ha! It's Halloween, baby. What up? Welcome to the show, everybody. We doing the big Halloween special.
Somebody just got killed. Just got their head. Fatal flying guillotine chopped off their heads. Man.
Yes, sir. Live on the show. You heard it live. Yeah, man. EGC, welcome to the show too. Hang on, let me let him on. Oh wait, let me fix the because EGC is in here. But let me make sure y'all can see him.
Oh,
there we go.
He close. He got audio on me in here. He floating.
He floating.
Man.
Word. Yo, we got Raw Talk in the building. We got we do the Brady Bunch thing. We got Raw Talk over here. We got EGC here. We got Wise up here, and I'm your boy Reno Noir. And this is the 6th Element, tearing through your screen like Wolverine.
Peace.
Peace. Well, it's a big day, man. It's a big day because I feel like today hip hop is officially back. You know what I mean? The man, Big L dropped the posthumous. Well, Nas dropped the posthumous, the Mass Appeal, Big L album, Harlem's Finest, Return of the King. And I'm surprised to see that a lot of people were expecting new content. Oh man, this is just verses we've heard already, doctored up into something. He's been dead for 30 years. What do you expect? New fucking material?
Exactly.
And Big L, listen, he's one of them guys that, trust me, if he had unreleased content, it was found and released years ago. Like, motherfuckers dug deep for that shit and were hunting for any and all Big L content. So it's all been found, and he didn't record a whole lot. He just has the one album released, and then, of course, you know, the few freestyles and little shit here and there. There's not a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because Diamond would have released it years ago anyway.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. You feel like it? I could have sworn I heard from somebody that said that he left on Reels. There was verses that they took, and I figured that I was going like some verses maybe that didn't hear, but I thought. I don't know. I guess I'm just I was that much of a fan. I was thinking that it would be something. They made it sound like like we never heard like verses before he got killed. Like,
yeah.
I mean, come on. Like I said, I remember since that was the story for Pop. I remember like by 2000, that
Pop is a whole different animal in that regard.
I mean, just for like, even for Big, like just for being them
Big
leaving
rap. Pac is a different animal than Big in that regard. Big is more like Big L. He's a better comparison. Big is a much better comparison.
Yeah, I mean, just from leaving like verses behind rap, so that could have been taken to put to stuff. I thought, you know, maybe there would have been, but
well, Pac was a workhorse. Like they say he was just constantly putting out, constantly recording. So he had archives. Like I think more albums came out after he died than he had when he was alive. And it was like 90% unreleased shit. Mind you, though, a lot of it was stuff he chose not to put out. And that's what I don't like about posthumous albums when it's new material, because really it's not new material. That shit they decided never to release because they didn't like it. It didn't fit the bill.
Mm-hmm.
And you heard that on like a lot of the Pac posthumous albums. Like you could tell a lot of them songs, like, yeah, you know, he chose not to release this for a reason. But it is what it is. Speaking of posthumous albums, though, we just had the Mobb Deep joint with all that. What y'all think of that? I thought that was phenomenal.
I still didn't hear it yet. I gotta find some time to check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I know.
Do yourself a favor.
I know.
Same.
It's so big. I didn't want to like jump into it just with everybody else. Like it's kind of the same thing with that. With definitely, it is the same thing with Prodigy. I guess maybe I'm getting more so. That's what I thought with L. Like I understand with Prodigy that is the case over there. That they did have Havoc and them still did go through verses that he left behind, that he had in books or whatever. I figured that for L though, because I did hear like for years now, like documentary, they were supposed to just being from up New York. Like I've been since I was 15, I've been asking, was there? And that's like 2004. I was up there asking cats like, L ain't leave no raps around. Like I ain't no shit that we gonna like. And it was rumored that, but it was saying like his estate. His brothers were talking about it, like the people were holding on to stuff from, like stuff that, but nobody wanted to touch it because it was like real. That whole situation was like a real touchy thing. So that's why I'm surprised this album even came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah. So Raw Talk. This was your joint, the Big L and Jay-Z freestyle.
Yeah.
They put that on there and made it
that live in the flesh type on WKCR and shit.
Right.
Yo,
yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
That version has a rawness to it that was, I think, robbed on this track. It kind of like that. Because they mastered it, they put a better beat on it. They mastered it down. They made it more seem like a professional track, and they made a track out of it. But that's fine, and it's good for what it is. But it does lose a little bit of that vibe that you.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
You were there that night,
Yeah. I mean,
the energy
for the most part, it'll get people to try to dig in the crates and find those tapes or anything on the YouTube and stuff like that to find out. To get a raw version of it. I think I still have that tape somewhere. I gotta look again. I think I do have that tape somewhere.
Yeah,
on cassette because I recorded everything, bro. And I'm like,
too.
yo, Big L was killing it. This is when Jay-Z was doing that fast style. Like,
the Iggity.
So you was listening a lot.
Iggity. It was more
like never do done.
He was starting to come out.
That was 90s, man.
Yeah, he was trying to do that type of flow because he was being compared with Jazzo, Mentor, of course, and also when everybody was, you got Twister and all these guys, doing the fast flows and Tretch them over there, over here in Jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
fast spitters and rapid fire flows. Right. So he had to pace himself, and this shows that
who started that, right?
With the fast rapid flow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who started it out the gate, but I think
it was Kane.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, I think it was Kane that started that.
I think there was a lot of dudes that was rapping like that, man. I mean, even Rakim was rapping like that, bro.
I mean, they were rapping. They were rapping fast.
Listen to Lyrics of Fury. Lyrics of Fury is crazy. You know what I mean? So, I mean,
when I think of flipping though, when I think of like fast rapping, I think of Midwest. I think of Crucial Conflict, Do or Die, fucking Bone, fucking Twister.
Big ups.
Those are the ones. I think they originated the real flipping.
We're talking about flipping fast syllables, but honestly, I mean, Jazzo, he's that dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Big Jazz, shout out.
Big Jazz is that dude. I would coin him as the starter of it, officially. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the one I heard first doing it like that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Then everybody else said, "Hey, we see this. This is the way to go," and they were doing it. You know what I mean? And they mastered their own style of it.
Right.
But this was a definite treasure to bring to light, no matter what way they brought it out. Because this right here, to me, showed who was the illest. People debate, and I'm like, "Yo, Big L."
Shit was no debate. It was no comparison. I felt bad for Jay. Honestly, I was embarrassed for him. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
It was like, yo, Dave, man, you thought that was better than me, man.
Yo, I'm surprised that Jay signed off a release for this.
Well, I will tell you this, and this has been argued and debated, and this is my stance on it, and people can say what they want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I write, I freestyle, I rap off the dome. I know the difference, and I'm telling you, Jay-Z was off the dome.
Oh yeah.
Whereas Big L was freestyling, and there's the difference.
Oh yeah, most
definitely. Difference is right. The difference is freestyling is you have some raps in your mind, but they're already written, but you can just bust them out at any time, and you can flip them to whatever flow, and you can bring them out in any cipher, and you know what I'm saying. That's freestyling. There's no topic. There's no like concept for the song. It's just raps, right? And that's freestyling. Off the dome is I'm thinking of it as I'm saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's I'm like I said, people argue all the time, but I feel like Jay was off the dome and Big L was freestyling, which honestly, bro, y'all should have fucking decided first what you was gonna do, because it made Big L look way better.
Yeah, but I think that was also a learning lesson for Jay, and ever since then, Jay been a monster. Ever since that, and I've noticed that even back then. Ever since that, right there, he became a monster. After that, he created his style, his flow, his lingo. The way he wanted to approach rhyming, and I think that was the pivotal point, because even back then, everybody was like, "Yo, Big L smoked you. Big L smoked you." You know what I'm saying? Even back then,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So that would weigh on the MC, like, "Yo, I know I'm dope, but you saying he smoked me? Like, yo." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's from there. That's when Jay just took it to the supreme level,
especially up there.
Yeah.
My bad.
No.
We about to get into it right now. Because you just said this in front of a rapper. Reno, we gonna have a debate about that freestyle versus when it's written.
Okay.
I think I was
anytime you ready.
I was scared, and I was like, freestyle written. You think L was really freestyling?
No, okay. I'm saying L was freestyling. In other words, he wasn't thinking of it as he was saying it. Those were rhymes that he had in his fucking arsenal that he could. Those was shit he had loaded in the clip. Whereas Jay versus, you could tell he was thinking of it as he was saying it. And the way you can tell, it's hard to explain explain this to someone, but there's just a way, man. There's certain shit that you say and do when it's coming out as you're thinking of it, and there's certain shit you wouldn't say and do if you had time to think it out. So
right. Definitely.
Yes, and to the trained ear, or I feel like to the connoisseur ear, you can fucking tell, man. It's
it's the delivery, how he comes with the delivery, like
certain phrases that,
like, come on, show doing the flow off of the top of the dome to let you know. Now that's off the dome. But if I come with defiant flotation devices are ice rhymes, now that's written already. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know how I'm coming with it and the cadence. You know what I mean? So
Well, you gotta remember, some people mix it up too. Some people mix written stuff that they did a long time ago with off the dome stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
I do that all the time.
That's why I always say freestyle is. I always look at freestyle as off the dome, and written is just written
right on the spot. Right?
Yeah, but there are times you can tell when you're like, "Yeah, you wrote that, bro. Come on."
Yeah. I mean, like you could listen to certain interviews with like Rakim and some of the old heads that break down the difference between freestyle and off the dome from their era, from back in the day, from like Rakim era when he was coming up. He explained this. He was like, when I'm coming up, freestyle means a rap that doesn't have a specific concept. You're just rapping. But it's preloaded, it's pre-written, it's pre-known. You're not thinking of it as you're saying it. Off the dome is what a lot of people in our generation and since have confused and started calling freestyle. I'm not saying maybe it's not confusion, it's just a slang change or whatever, but that slang change because originally freestyle meant it's just there's no specific style to it, but it's not necessarily off the dome. Off the dome is as it's coming out of my mouth, that's when I'm thinking of it right then.
But also freestyle could also be unreleased material that you never spit before, like that you're spitting at a show, that you're spitting on the radio. It's written stuff that no one ever heard before. A lot of people call that freestyle. I'm not saying I agree with it, but a lot of people call that freestyle also. Something you wrote and memorized just for the occasion.
Yeah, well, that's what he's saying. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
That can be, As long as
no, I'm just saying it to be clear. Yeah, so.
Oh yeah.
That's all I want. I wanted to hear from y'all too, especially me being the young one here, because my generation definitely I get into it all. So many conversations, so many cycles.
Misinformation must be mind-boggling.
Yeah. So, appreciate it.
Don't make us feel old, man. Come on.
Hey, I don't feel old. I feel like
you can't. Y'all can't feel old. Y'all can't.
I know. I'm only messing with you.
I'm 50, so I'm good. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, but and see that time. That's what I'm saying. Like I just turned 37. This time right now is like you can't even like. It's the better shit. Like that's why I'm here. It's like
it's different because like when I was 20, you were 10, so you weren't doing the same shit I was doing when I was listening to what I was listening. You was listening to different shit.
Yeah,
and so we can have different. We have these different specs. Same thing with Stu or Raw Talk. They was older when I was a kid. Like they was doing shit. They was already off the porch doing shit when I was still at home. So we have different experiences and different eras and shit. Is dope. But I love that, and I feel like that's the only thing I think missing from today's hip hop is the new school like melding with the old school. There seems to be this barrier, and it's like we're right, you're wrong, we're wrong, you're right, and then we can't mix.
Well, that's done by design, though.
That's the industry.
That's the industry doing that by design. Because when you got the old wisdom, break it down, knowledge to the young ones, they don't. The powers that be don't want that because it's like, oh, we can't keep this game, this racket going. We can't.
They want to be the ones to give the knowledge
going. You know what I'm saying? So. That's why they did it like that. Now with the rock and rollers, you don't see that. You see the young ones and the old ones, even with country western, you see all that because that's not the primary market.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back in the day, if they did that to rock and roll back in the day because that was the primary market before hip hop. They did that, but now hip hop is the primary market. Rap is the primary market, so they have to do that to maintain control and keep publishing and all this other stuff that they doing. So it's all systematic. So we can go further on, but we here to celebrate the Big L. But I also want to mention rest in peace and a shout out to my man MF Doom. This was on.
That's right. He passed on this day. That's right.
Today, you know what I'm saying? And talking about wordsmiths, he was the deadliest.
That's my man.
And production wise as well. You know what I mean? Come on, that's
a. Did y'all see? I'm pretty sure you seen it. I almost threw my phone and went crazy. I seen Supreme released this promo for they clothes, but the promo is Ghostface with the mask on.
Yeah, he brought it back to the mask.
And he's doing a new verse. He doing a new verse on Cream.
Yeah.
I almost skipped past it. I was gonna skip past it, and then, something said just listen to the rap though. I'm like, okay, first I'm like, oh, he got the mask still on, but then I started listening to the words. I'm like, hold up, that's the cream beat, but I ain't never heard that verse before. I'm like, oh wow, he did a new verse. Okay,
that was definitely fire.
Wow.
Definitely fire. He was spitting, and coincidentally, Doom they just released, I think a few tracks and as well a collaboration with the New York Knicks over here. With
how big would that been? That would have been ill to get that MF Doom and Ghost project.
Oh man,
they did a song, a couple of songs together.
Oh yeah, it's
I have the mixtape.
Doom
yeah, he produced some stuff for Ghost too.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, go Google Goom Starks. Doom Starks.
You can even check them on Bulletproof Wallets. He did a track on Bulletproof Wallets, I believe. And
MF Doom is on Bulletproof Wallets?
I think so, yes.
He had a song with it was Ghost, Killer Priest, and MF Doom, I think.
What?
Yeah.
No. It was. I'm sorry. It wasn't Killer Priest. It was Talib. I think it was either Talib.
No. It was De La Soul.
Yeah, Bulletproof.
No, they was on De La Soul too, but he was also on a Ghost track with. I think it was Talib. Yeah, it was Talib. It was Ghost, Talib, and Doom.
Man,
I think it's Bulletproof.
Yeah.
It was a hip hop track. It was a dedicated to hip hop. Man, I gotta find it now. Hold on, I'll find it.
That make me.
I love this album. Fucking the forest is ghost showers, walking through the darkness. Oh my god, bro. Fucking flowers, bro. Never be the same again with Carl Thomas, bitch. Fucking Theodore.
I don't like I wasn't a big R&B dude. But Ghost made me listen to like R&B like that. That's on that Carl Thomas song.
I just don't fucking remember Doom on here. I don't.
I know he's on the track on Ghost's album.
Man, you talk about some of the misses that.
What's Doom's name again? Doomale.
Doomale, yeah.
Something Doomale, but that's his name's not up here on this album. Man, I got excited.
Hold on.
I know that Doom and Ghost have many tracks together. I just didn't ever hear that it'd be on this album.
Hold on. Cause I could be fucking up on the albums too.
Yeah, I ain't
old motherfucking shit kicking in.
Also, he has a track with Danger Doom. Ghostface and Danger Doom have a track called The Mask. I forgot about that album.
Yeah, that's I think that's
Doom and Ghost, yeah.
Wow.
But he also had it on his album too.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it, man. I think it's I used to listen to it all the time. I know it exists.
I'm definitely looking that up.
Yeah. Let me know when y'all find what Ghost album is on, because maybe like 36 seasons or something like that. I don't know.
I think it was. No, was it okay? Bulletproof Wallet. Come on, man.
Well, it's not Bulletproof Wallets because we just looked at that.
That would be the album too.
So it might be. So wait a minute. He had another album that came out as a part 2 to that album, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did.
It was hang on. God damn it.
Yeah, I know. This is pissing me off too.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He did Apollo Kids, 12 Reasons to Die, Brown Tape, Supreme Clientele, Big Doe Rehab. The Big Doe Rehab was the one that came right after fucking Bulletproof Wallets. And that was fire too, bro. Yolanda's House, bro. Fucking the Cabana.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yolanda's House, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a One Beer remix with RZA? I didn't know about that one.
Killer Lipstick with meth, and that was crazy.
Hold up.
Or what?
Why y'all looking for that? The Big L joint. So on this Big L joint, we got the track list here. So while y'all looking for that, we got Harlem's Finest, Return of the King track list. Harlem Universal track 1 is featuring Herb McGruff, producer by Lamont Coleman. You got You Ain't Got a Chance, which is featuring Nas. That was the first single we heard. Then you got RHN, Real Harlem Ninjas, featuring Errol Holden. Fred Samuel Playground featuring Method Man. That shit is insane. That shit starts off going Method's like yo, back in the day, fucking I used to get my dust from Big L, man, straight up and down. Big L used to sell me my wet. Dead up. Like dead up. He was like on some real
I wish they had cameras back then. That just hearing that made me think that.
Shit.
Even though that wouldn't be on camera, but
I was gonna say that you wouldn't have caught that on camera. But
it wouldn't be on camera.
Okay, my apologies. It was Hellraiser's album with Talib Kweli and MF Doom. I could have sworn it was Ghostface. It was Hellraiser.
Wow.
My fault.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's called Project Jazz.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Ghost is my favorite rapper, and I just because of overall storytelling and flavor and style and all that. I'm not saying he's the best lyricist by any means.
Okay.
He's my favorite, you know. I just enjoy his music the most. I don't say he's the best lyricist. I just enjoy his music the most. At my age now, I wasn't. Raekwon used to be my favorite rapper. It's been different. Nas for a while. It just I mean, just it's been different eras. But I'm in my Ghost. This I say probably last decade at least. In my Ghost decade. But anyway, let's see. Forever, Big Lee, All Alone, Quiet Storm mix, and you got Forever featuring Mac Miller, which Mac Miller does snap the fuck off on that bitch. 7-minute freestyle, obviously featuring Jay-Z, that's the joint. Doo-Wop freestyle 99, you got Stretch and Bob freestyle 98, another Stretch and Bobbito freestyle 98, you got Grant's Tom 97, the Jazzmobile featuring Joey Badass, Bungs, I don't know, and DJ Ron G. Live at Rock and Will 92. So as you see, these are mostly live freestyles and stuff like that. Because he only recorded one album worth of like recorded music. So How Will I Make It? Park West High School mix. You got Don, Sasha, and Inwood Hill Park, and then Put the Mic Down producer. So I almost want to just put the link in the chat, man, and have y'all listen, because unfortunately I can't play this shit, man. Before this show, I spent like 30 minutes
that would have been dope.
chatting, bro. 30 minutes I just spent chatting with the YouTube support on how can I fucking, because you see so many channels where they do commentary and they do reactions and they play the music and they stop it and they talk about it. Why the fuck y'all slam me every time I do it? But they got whole channels devoted to fucking literally doing just that. So after 30 minutes, basically got down to the fact that they're trying to sell me that basically all those people have gotten permission.
Are you serious?
So the kid, the little kid that has a channel, literally went to Metallica and got Metallica's permission to play Metallica's music. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, exactly. That's bullshit. Yeah.
So
as a DJ, if he went in as a DJ, probably, yeah.
I said, look, I'm not just playing their music. It's called commentary. I'm doing commentary on it. I might even be parodying it, because this actually was about, remember we talked about the Cube and Scarface Act My Age, and we was like, that shit was ill-advised. We basically roasted it. And we didn't play it. It was muted the whole time. I had the caption up with the lyrics. I sang some of the lyrics. But they got so butthurt that they fucking slammed me with the thing. I disputed it, copied and pasted where it said that I'm allowed to do this, and they still came back and upheld the dispute, and that's because we roasted it. I know.
Y'all roasted Cube, the god.
So listen, let me explain. So
hey, I was on there that night. I remember.
But on that same video, we showed a Mobb Deep joint, and we talked about P, and we played the music. They hit me for that too. But I disputed it, and I said, "Look, we talked about the song. We critiqued it and everything. They fucking were like, cool, and they let it slide. They were like, cool, we understand. That's what's up." I did the same thing. Cuban and people were like, "Nah."
Wow.
Act your age, Cube.
What label was that? with that they were under.
That's the name of the song. Act My Age. The song was like, it told me to act my age. I said, bitch, don't tell me to act my age. That's when I left the beast out the cage.
You remember what label they were under? Or was it independent?
Nah, this was Scarface and Cube. I don't know what label. They probably Cube's label or Face. I don't know.
That's the new joint, right?
It's new. Yeah,
it's new.
Yeah, I want to hear that. Was it good? Y'all like it?
I didn't. I thought it was horrible. I thought it was corny as fuck. I roasted the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And this
I wanted to. I'm sorry.
I couldn't hear it. I wanted
to clarify. Yeah, I made a mistake. It wasn't. It was on that Danger Doom joint with the Ghost. With Ghost. It was that. But I could have sworn. Maybe it was just too much weed at the time.
Hey.
Well, it was Ghost and Doom, so what happened?
I got a big L. I got a big L about that freestyle. Big L versus Jay-Z question.
Okay.
Do y'all think that it would have been the same outcome if it had been, because that was 95, if it would have been maybe 2-3 more years later, maybe 97?
I say yes, because I don't think Big L would have stopped.
Yeah. I mean, yes, Jay got way better, but damn, how much better would have L gotten?
Yeah, I think Big L would have kept going.
I always say this, I stand on this all the time. In order for Jay to be where he is now, as we know him, the three things had to happen, and they did happen. All the three bigs died. Murdered, died, or what have you. All three of them had to go in order for Jay-Z to be where he's at, because
Big L, Big Pun, and Biggie
polarized. Yeah, because Biggie was polarizing for Brooklyn. Everybody looked towards Brooklyn. That's Biggie's spot, right?
Big up,
right? Harlem, Big L. The Bronx, Big Pun.
Coleon.
So those dudes were giants in lyricism, concepts,
Terror Squad.
Everything. So they were giants. Jay-Z,
they own their boroughs. Nas on Queens.
Exactly.
Yeah, they own their boroughs. Wu-Tang on Staten.
So Jay was caught in like, yo, I can't be the king of Brooklyn because the king is here. Biggie. You know what I'm saying? That's the dude. You know what I'm saying? Staten Island was just Wu-Tang. That was just that's the wastelands. You come there, you're gonna have to battle for your life type stuff with all types of MCs. You know what I mean? But nobody was claiming king of Staten Island. Nobody was trying to. You know what I'm saying? But it was always, who's the king of New York? Who's the king of Brooklyn? And what have you? Jay couldn't say that at the time. So now these three guys are out the game. Wu-Tang is a group, and nobody's trying to come out as I'm the king of New York, because they think in the group mindset. And they was getting busy with lyrics. So on the singular side, Jay now had the rep. He's like, yo, I'm putting New York on my back. Now, unbeknownst to him, Nas, Nas, he plays the back. He's smooth. He's a smooth criminal, Nas.
Be quiet. Be quiet, dude.
You test him, he gonna get you.
That's my dude. Shout out to
you got to leave that lion alone. He's one of them lions that'll eat you. If you talking crazy, he coming for you. You know what I mean? Jay had to stand up in the eyes of the world, and the machine crowded around him. That's how he became who he is. You know what I'm saying? Even though he has skill, I'm not doubting his skill. The dude is dangerous on the mic. He's one of the greatest. But in order to be that great and hold that title, things had to happen.
Right.
And then he had to wear that, and that pressure, what they say, steel sharpens steel, and pressure make diamonds. That's what Jay had to be. So through no fault of his own, truly, he had to be great after all that decimation that happened in the hip hop world with the illest MCs of that time in that city. Because we all know that outside of New York, there's crazy illa dudes as well. You know what I'm saying? So for New York, I'm just speaking on a New York aspect. Jay-Z had to do what he had to do to be at that point. He had to be the real commercial face of New York's hip hop at the time. You know what I'm saying? He had to be that dude.
He's paying cash back for what they did to the Cold Crush. Come on.
Facts. You know
So,
what I'm saying?
You don't
Did
think
that.
L?
You didn't have to go through that.
Yeah, right. L. Did he have the package that he would have? So they say he was about to find Iron. He was about to sign to Jay-Z the week that he got murdered. So,
I mean, I have this thing about artists signing to other artists. It never works out. Never works out.
Well,
because
especially when
if your artist here,
like Jay, you want to be the king.
Because even the guys that were signed to Jay, they had issues. They always say they had issues with beats.
Well, look at what happened when he became president of Def Jam. He only really helped himself.
Yeah, right. But, I mean, because he knew how the system was working. That's a whole nother story.
Taking advantage of the situation.
That was
but I'm talking about Jay on Rockefeller as opposed to Def Jam. I'm saying Jay on Rockefeller as far as being in that studio time, getting the best beats. He'll walk into a session, yo, whose beat is that? Or whatever. He'll hear it. I like that. It becomes his now.
But refresh my memory. Was Big L a part of the commission? Because remember, Jay, Park, and Nas were forming that group called the Commission.
No. The commission was Ja Rule, DMX, and
Mike Geronimo.
No, Mike Geronimo. It was only DMX, Ja Rule,
and Jay.
And Jay. That was that. No, that was.
I remember Big yelling the Commission on his album.
It wasn't called the Commission though, because Big was
Halloween. Happy Halloween, Sada.
Big was the Commission. That was his.
Happy Halloween.
Starting that. Biggie was starting at the Commission.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
he's a Leo P. Diddy.
The one with the
Mission.
What was on Ja Rule's record? Label. Remind me.
I was not a Ja Rule guy.
Yeah, his
let me see.
No front on Rule.
His label, the record label.
Murder Inc. You mean
Murder
Inc.
So Murder Inc. was supposed to be that group with Ja Rule, DMX,
right,
and Jay-Z. The Commission.
Yeah, they were supposed to be called Murder Inc. It was Ja, X, and J, and then that didn't work out.
Yeah, that didn't work out. But the Commission was always Biggie's because he spit in his rhymes.
Because I was told that it was Biggie, Pac, and Nas that was supposed to be Commission. I just want to know if L was a part of that, because if L was a part of that, that makes sense why he was signing the J.
Nah.
I just didn't remember. But I do think L would have, if you're talking hip hop and not industry, L would have kind of took over that.
I would say because here again is the factor of Biggie being present. Remember, Biggie was bigger than life. You know what I mean? Big L is Harlem, hands down. He would be, to me, he's like the Harlem underboss. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that put in that work and get it done. You know, he's not as flashy, but he's flamboyant for life. You know what I mean?
Flamboyant.
So he's that dude. But would they give him the push if Biggie's in the picture?
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like if that, because the way I would say maybe. Well, this is where you get into a conversation of with that what if is, but I guess they felt like he did two things for a rapper to have that, maybe that would get you over the edge. So for what I've been told, image and skill.
Yeah. I mean, he had it, but he had the hustler image, and I'm not talking about flamboyant hustler image. I say he had the corner boy. He had that corner boy image. Right. And hip hop at that time was trying to get out that corner boy image and trying to get in the upper echelon of the upper hustler image. Like, yo, I got the cars, the ladies, I got Lambos, I got these different mansions and stuff like that. They was getting. Look at Biggie's first video. He was in a mansion. You know what I'm saying? At the end, so it's like they're getting away from that corner look of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
yeah. So would they push Big L in that way? I don't think they would have.
I got a hot take.
Capable.
I got a hot
Because
take.
Definitely would have been
DITC.
another night.
And also he was DITC. Remember that? Digging in the
Big
crates.
L. Yeah.
He was digging in the crates. A lot of Bronx dudes and stuff like that. So you know how it go, man. It's raw. When it comes to the Bronx, man, it's no shorts taken. So the Bronx image is not as flamboyant.
No, we are not. We definitely are.
Bronx is warriors. The Bronx are warriors for
Grimy.
real.
Big
You know what I'm saying?
Real grimies.
Yeah.
Well, you know, now it's grimy, but I'm saying when you hear the Bronx,
Not in no bad way, like gully, like
because when you ever hear the
grimy
Bronx
in a dope way.
you know
We
Bronx.
take, I want to say we take the bad. We never get it good. Like even as recent as my time, like this still.
that is more gritty.
But yeah, it's no shorts taken in the Bronx, man. You either do it or you don't. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no halfway nothing.
Real quick, I gotta give a shout out to Fred the Godson, man. I really wish I was looking forward to him, man.
Yeah, man.
Rest in hip hop, man. Dang, man.
Bronx got crazy spitters too. I mean, it's just New York got spitters.
Well,
Period. It's just like whatever flavor you want. You could go to any borough and get the flavor you want.
That's in the water. I tell people it's in the water, just like they say the pizza. How we make how New York got the best pizza is in the water.
Yeah. Because they got this kid that's on there. He goes around with his beats making on the spot. His name is Ari. And he be having his beat machine and all that. He be walking through Soho, Midtown, and all that stuff like that. Young Jewish kid, he's mad cool. And he be like, yo, you want to jump on the track? I'll make the track from scratch. You could spit whatever you want to spit. and I believe he's like, huh?
What's his name?
Ari, I think live at home, Ari live at home or something like that. And he just goes around with his machines, microphones, speakers, and everything.
That shirt is hard.
And yo, everything that's coming out is hip hop from him.
I know you talking about. I seen that cat. Yeah, because it was a lot of heads up in Manhattan that it was like, all the new sound is the 90s back. I'm like,
and he's ushering that in on some like, yo, he's just doing the ciphers. He's creating ciphers around his joint. So pause around, you know what I'm saying? He's creating ciphers and everybody spit. Like anybody come off the block is spitting. I'm like, yo, there's so much talent. I'm like, this is crazy. Like he was like, and then people be like, yo, it starts spitting. I'm like, yo, and he makes songs out of it. Like it's so dope.
That's crazy. That's dope.
Yeah. But that Big L, that's the Big L merch right here. That shirt right there, bro.
Yeah.
That's
the
that's
Big
dope.
L massive. Yeah,
I definitely want that shirt. Yeah, I definitely.
I love how the back has the Big L on the back.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's a dope piece. You got what? The vinyl.
Oh, okay.
You can get the vinyl. You can get order that. Get different covers and shit.
I see he used the same font he used in his album. What was Nas's album? Hip Hop Is Dead. No, the one after that. It's dope. He utilized it. It's very dope.
Yeah. What is this? Some stickers?
I'm glad Nas put them in that comic book. I just got one yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that comic is dope. This is a little
characters,
a little sticker pack. Little sticker pack you could get and put stickers on your computer or whatever.
Or put it on the beat machine.
On the beat machine, I was gonna say put it on the Kai MPC.
MPC.
Hell yeah.
Going SP 1200.
I like the Korg Triton. That's what I like.
Oh, you like the Korg Triton?
Oh yeah, that was my baby. Cause I could do everything with it. Sample, fucking make beats, got the piano, the drum machine, everything's in it, and it records.
The first one was rocking with the discs. Was the what was that joint? before
Had
the
the little
core, right?
floppy disk, yeah.
What was it? Because RZA, as soon as RZA got one, my boy got one, and he was like, "Yo, you see
Those
who?"
are like the SB12.
Yeah, but he also had a synth with the beats.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
What, it wasn't the Akai, the MPC 2000?
No. He had the keyboard and everything too.
Oh.
What was it called? My brother wouldn't know. Damn. But he was rocking on it, and then
Casio 2000 or something.
The Casio. Oh shit. But yeah, the album was crazy. This album. Say what?
Y'all have a favorite standout?
Yeah,
track?
definitely. But to let me see. Let me just look at the track list. Well, you have Harlem Universal. That's the opening track. It kind of sets the tone. More of a gritty, more boom bap, moody bass line kind of thing, sampling and loops, like, and creates a more of a street type atmosphere. Typical L, L, comes in, of course. I be twisting bitches a lot. I be dropping like what I'm saying? Early August, late July with raps that make you cry. Hate you die. The verse is classic. 139th and Lennox, L, braggadocio, misogyny, tumble over internal rhymes in his flow. Darth, just beautiful.
Yep, that's L.
That's L. What else? You had Lifestyles of the Poor and well, the production, I feel, definitely channels the basement grit of the Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous album, and hearing L's 20-something voice rapping about new shit going past gold, just reminds you of the hunger that he had when he was here. But a similar sort of vibe runs through the single that Nas put out, "You Ain't Got a Chance," which on paper is a you would think, I mean, it's L, it's fucking trading bars with Nas, you know what I'm saying? It's nuts. In reality, the track is two different timelines soldered together. Big L's verse is lifted from a 1997 Tim Westwood freestyle, full of his hilarious fucking roasting type, boast type battle shit. You won't be as rich as me if your whole crew put your cheese together. And it, you know what I'm saying? It just, his rhyme schemes are very agile. His punchlines are still hitting even to this day. I feel it still holds up. You know what I'm saying, to today easily. But he never engages Nas because he never knew this beat. And Nas, meanwhile, delivers a new verse about forming a venture capital firm and leaving his seat reclined. And, his technical execution is flawless, but the theme sits kind of uneasily against next to L's more corner, because L's wants coming from more of just a street corner thug, and Nas is hitting you at fucking yacht rock rap shit.
Right.
It's beautiful, but it's a great, I think it's dope. But the beat was produced by G Coop, 212, Al Hug, and Zach Neese.
I like that Nas. I heard it in his verse. I like that I felt like it almost reminded me of his punch a nun or rob the the line about pull your eyes out of eye socket. I forgot. I didn't quote it right, but I caught that and I was like, oh, so I feel like he threw that in there like he was listening, and that time, like I see a lot of the heads always talking about L for his for the horrorcore lines. Like a lot of his lines is like real like strong like that. I felt like Nas definitely was like, let me get in that bag a little bit.
Yeah.
With that. I'll pull your eyes out your eye socket. I was like, oh, what? It was a Rich Nas in 2025. He's pulling people's eyes out of their eye socket. I felt like people definitely going in that bag with getting in that L bag a little bit on there.
Well, the next song I feel is another one of those sort of just classic dream team shits. It's Big L and Meth. It's called Fred Samuel Playground. And Method Man already, in my opinion, is easily one of the top 3 MCs of Wu-Tang. Easily. And he brings it on this track because he knows he's rapping with Big L. And like he comes with it like he knows he's on a verse with Big L and he better come with it. And that's what I'm saying. And so Meth, and like I said, the beginning, he comes on talking about how Big L used to sell him dust and shit. It was just a funny little anecdote. It comes off. And but Big L, doing his, boasting about walking around with 6,000 sipping on Cristal luxury whips, Motorola flips, that verse. And then Method Man is twisting the playground metaphor into a cautionary, sermon. The shoddy ain't a shoddy, it's a stick now. And wash them up until it dawned on me I was finished with the dish towels. His verse is definitely playful, as Method Man always is, but it's definitely menacing and dark, as Method Man always is. So it just matches perfectly with L. But the conductor beat has a dusty kind of soul vibe, loop, heavy drums, very Wu-Tang reminiscent. And because both verses were likely recorded around the same time, like this is the track feels like 2 MCs in the same cipher without a hook, just going in like the Jay-Z. But Mass Appeal wisely includes moments that show L's emotional range. There's All Alone, which is the Quiet Storm mix. It's more a slowed down, late night sample with the R&B singer on the hook. And L's talking like to a girl, or like he's like, I need somebody I can call my own. Basically, I'm all alone. Like, Like, and he talks about wearing like a phony smile. Like it's more of an introspective,
right.
I'm a lonely guy looking for a relationship. Something that we never heard from Big L during his life. Like he never gave that softer side. And this was something that he obviously chose not to release because maybe he didn't want to show that softer side yet on album number 1, which is at that time very smart. But yeah, so basically the next track is also very introspective as well. It's definitely kind of personal. It's How Will I Make It, Park West High School mix. Hang on, Wise was doing UFC Sabbath. What up? Peace, Big L forever. Salute. Yo, welcome to the show, y'all. If y'all just in, we right now going through the different tracks on the new Big L joint. I'm just giving my sort of opinionated critique for what it's worth.
The keyboard I was talking about, not to cut you off, was the ASR 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a classic. The way I found the Korg, I went to Sam Ash and I said, I walked to a dude and I said, give me one piece of equipment that does everything. He's like, what do you mean? I said, I want a drum machine. I want a sampler. I want a recorder. I want a fucking keyboard. I want like everything. Everything. Like, and he was like, there is one thing that does all that. And I was like, word, I knew there had to be. And you fucking showed me the Triton, and he was like 2,500, and I was like, put that shit on the counter. I'm taking it now. Studio in a box, and all you needed was some monitors. I had the studio monitors. Bought a couple of studio monitors, and you're pretty much good to go. Like, get a microphone and shit, you good. But yeah, back to this record though. Big L, introspective, does a kind of lady song. Then he does his How Will I Make It song, his narrative from the perspective of a 10-year-old. His mother smokes crack and his father went out for a fast snack, never brought his ass back. You know what I mean? Like L wandering the streets in dirty sneakers and ashamed and hungry. And by the second verse, he's robbing people for food. And the hooks repeated question, how will I make it? I won't. That's how. Like strikes very harder than any punchline. And these tracks definitely justify the album's existence. I think they remind listeners that L wasn't just a punchline rapper. He could illustrate, he could do storytelling, he could, you know, bring you the news, the systemic pressures of Harlem poverty, you know, and in a visual way. And then of course there's the freestyles. It's full of freestyles. It's full of, you know, like I said, Tim Westwood, Stretch and Bobbito. Obviously the famous 7-minute freestyle track with Jay-Z is the centerpiece for Big L purists like Raw Talk and I and probably EGC and Wise here. The was recorded in 95, like Wise said earlier on the Stretch and Bobbito show. It has long circulated on the internet, on cassette before that. Raw Talk still has a cassette. So that shit has been out. It's been loved and dissected and chopped up and, you know, analyzed and it's studied. But now it's just cleaned up and pressed on wax and into a little track. You know what I'm saying? And you know how it goes. L comes out with his bars about putting thugs in ditches, when my finger itches, attacking clowns with lead pipes, leaving streets drug related. You know what I'm saying? His imagery, I feel, is only met by his technical lyricism. He jokes about being so ahead of his time that his parents haven't even met yet. His breath control is next level, professional. Jay-Z, on the other hand, I mean, Jay-Z comes in with his, you know, characteristic, charismatic verse full of his Zorro metaphors and acrobatic schemes, and you know, he's clearly the guest. And as a time capsule, the track is definitely, you know, it's you have to have it on this album. And I will say, I'll stop here because a lot of people's critique of the album is that it's stuff we've heard before. And like I said in the beginning, that's a ridiculous statement. This is a guy that has long passed away many years ago, and you know, is now and when he was alive, didn't put out hella music, didn't record hella music, only did one album. And so it stands to reason that there's not going to be very much new content. But the fact of it is it's a nostalgia piece. It's a historical piece. It's a celebration, if you will, of Big L and hip hop, just period, man. And I think it was Al Mega. Shout out to Al Mega, Comic Crusaders. Wepa! He fucking was like, yo, hip hop is back. This shit is the fucking catalyst. A lot of people are feeling that way, like especially with these mass appeal albums and just a lot of the 90s rappers coming back.
Yo, shout out. Yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
Or shout out to my man Jojo Pellegrino. He's spitting heat too. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, that was a dope joint. I heard that.
Everybody's coming out with wow stuff, man. Everybody from the 90s is killing it.
Yeah, Bush Babies.
You know how the 80s ushered it in, though.
Yeah.
The 80s ushered it in. When Slick Rick Rakim and them came through,
yeah,
then you see everybody come through after.
Yeah, then it was Nas and Busta Rhymes, and they kicked it off. King's Disease and fucking Extinction Level Event 2 and all that shit that's when I was like, yo, these cats still got it and we still want it.
I'm waiting on my brother the Abstract to come with something to blow your brains back.
Word. Yeah, man.
But I love the album. It's just I'm looking at it. It's definitely gonna be something for me to use, like definitely for inspiration. It's needed in these times. I needed to hear somebody like that rapping like that in 2025 because definitely the way that L's rapping on this album is non-existent anymore. So it's just definitely inspiration. My big takeaways from it is just like kind of like the downside of it is number one, immediately I wanted more from the gods. I wanted more from Finesse, DITC. I think I wish they would have been more involved in the project. I wanted to hear Finesse. I wanted to hear Diamond D now. I wanted to hear them like, and I haven't seen, I don't know what's going on with that, but I haven't seen Finesse and Diamond. I wanted to hear HE.
Well,
I know Finesse is rocking in Germany. He did a show in Germany not too long ago. Did Diamond D have anything to do with this project?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they were just. I don't think it was like they were left out. I just think they weren't available or didn't want to do it, or they.
Because I don't think Lord Finesse is in the States anymore.
Well, Diamond, he dropped the album, I think not too long ago. I would like to say 5 months ago. Around when Slick Rick and them was dropping, Diamond had an album. Him and Sadat X did a couple of joints.
Yeah, they working.
So yeah, the dudes is working, man. Dudes is working. You know what I'm saying? And it's only going to get better from here because now the standard has been set. No more mumbling. No more whining, no more of that crap. It's straight bars. If you don't have lyrics, you stay the fuck out the game.
I'm gonna play my part. I'm gonna play my part because definitely going forward, definitely want those guys to be known that type of rap.
I would like to hear your stuff, guys. I would like to hear some stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely. Definitely want me to think. I would love. I definitely can't wait to see Reno. I got stuff I want to see Reno face. I want to, just because I respect that cat. So definitely, I'm working on my stuff now. But yeah, I love this album. Definitely inspired. These my guys right here.
Yeah, this is Showbiz, and they're talking about the album and the digging in the crates.
Okay.
EITC.
Got me because I was the only young dude doing music around this premiere did that maybe. You guys, and by the way, Show, how did you know you're like, as you said, you're living a crazy life at this point, and how do you have this technicality and know-how at such a young age to be producing on like a legitimate rap album?
Can y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, they're really now talking about back during the digging in the crates, heyday and stuff.
I gotta watch that. I didn't even watch that.
Wow.
Back Pockets, word, the anthem. Pocket State.
I was the only young dude doing music around my way. Like back then, jams. This was right after jams they stopped jamming in the hood and all of that, like in the mid '80s. But everybody knew me for being a dude who was DJing at the local parties. I used to do wedding receptions. I always sprint senses. As a teenager, I supported myself. That was my hustle. I used to rent the Fenta out and charge $3 to get in. I still got the flyers from them. I kept them. And the older DJs used to bring me.
I used to do the same shit.
My mother, can he come to the gym? Bring him back. It'd be like, but sometimes we did hang out in the later years. Remember, we all producers, really. There's a few MCs to see if he comes back and it's better. I just want to say, yeah, I can hear you. Okay, all right. Yeah, it's like there's like a slight delay, but at least we have some clean go. Sometimes people want to be in a quiet place. Thank you, Bill. You can't talk to a rough that way. Yeah, Bill, stop. Raise your words a little bit. Yeah, do you want to get fucking slapped by hello?
These guys are joking around, huh?
Yeah.
They're my pseudo, like they the internet stretching Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to it was Ebro and what's his name? before.
Ebro is get him out of New York radio.
Yeah, it's a hour and 20-minute long
Yeah,
video.
I'm gonna definitely watch it.
You gotta watch it.
They hear more from, like, at the end of the day, the guys, the cast that was really there with L when he was here, like,
right,
to be involved with that album. Speaking of that, my other two main, Cam and Mace right now.
Oh, yeah,
I know it's bad. It's just bad stories, street stories with that. I know some of them, but I'm like, damn. As a fan, that with this album, like, that would have been big to have Cam and
you talking about the Children of the Corn?
Yeah. I'm like, because I still listen to these guys. So I'm like, and plus, at the end of the day, they got their start. From what I'm hearing, is that they start. So I would think that this album, the guys that got you started, period. Like, first time you was on record, first time Cam is on L's album, and especially on the album and the studio album, not just so it would have been dope to see them involved in it.
Yeah. Sometimes, you got scheduling. Sometimes you have, a budget. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, dudes ain't going to do it. People got to eat. Sometimes you would do it for the love, but when it comes to certain things, people expect to get paid a certain price or whatever points they're going to get off the album or the re-release or what have you. So that comes into play. So and Nas, he's doing this new venture with Marvel and all this stuff. So he want to keep costs down. He's doing the businessman thing. So I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe later on we might have some unreleased Big L that maybe DITC has. The crew has. Like Pun may have something. With him. Then you also have Fat Joe might have something that because he did features. Big L did a lot of features too that wasn't released.
Yeah.
So these guys may have this thing, but it may not be for the album, and they might be locked all in paperwork.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't release this because such and such may not sign for it, even though he was spitting under, and I paid him or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That could be the case. Because I know L did a lot of features, man. He did some features. So, especially with the DITC crew, he did features. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on. They got it. It's just, there's a lot of red tape and a lot of monies that have to exchange hands in order for certain things to move. And unfortunately, Nas did it in a way where it was already released music. So a lot of catalogs that is on the table and haven't been seen circulation in a long time. Yeah, let's put it in a compilation. Let's hook it up and give it a fresh facelift, and we can probably get some more revenue out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the case in this. If you go business-wise, industry-wise, it's just another compilation, fresh face compilation, and it's a good thing, for the fans, of course. Business-wise, it made sense, of course. But we want to hear that other stuff that he got unreleased too.
Yeah,
I know Diamond and them got that. So
that's why I'm like, I'm like, that's why I figured Nas getting in there, but that's why I appreciate that dude is my guy even more now. He was my guy before, but just this type of move.
Yeah, Nas is like a champion of hip hop right now.
Yeah, he's.
You know what I mean?
He's in my eyes, he was my guy growing up. He's staying in because at the end of the day, he's showing that even with all the money and stuff, the casino, the casino, that's other stuff. Just him standing outside of the L, going to outside of the mirror, like him putting his name next to the album it don't feel like he's definitely for his benefit. It's for my benefit.
Yeah. No, Nas and Mass Appeal have been chasing ghosts this whole year. This Legend Has It comic, that it's part of an initiative that it was 7 albums from 7 icons, Slick Rick, Mobb Deep, culminating in this Halloween drop for Harlem's fallen son, Lamont Big L Coleman, murdered in 1999 at age 24. He only released 1 album in his lifetime, but his posthumous catalog and the legend of his rhyme schemes have definitely grown with many mixtapes and freestyles.
I need to. Sorry to cut you off, but I need to say this. He had the Big L album on the DITC. He also had Lifestyles of the Rich and Dangerous.
Yeah, he only had 1 solo album, Big L album, an official Big L studio album.
I got 2 albums of Big L's. I got 2 albums.
But it's not an official studio album. It could be a mixtape or something.
Well, if it's the Big Picture, that doesn't count because that came out after.
Is that what you're talking about? Big Picture?
You're talking about the cover where it's Big L and he's in black?
Yeah, that's the Big Picture.
That's the Big Picture.
Okay. So y'all saying that's not a full Big L album is what you're saying?
No, it's an album, but it came out. It was released after his demise.
Yeah. Okay, but that still counts as a Big L album.
It's definitely an album, but but the Big L. So when Big L was in the studio doing an album, that was Lifestyle of the Rich and Infamous.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be released in 92 and ended up coming out in 94, 95.
Yeah.
95, Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous.
Poor and Dangerous, I'm sorry.
Yeah, here's the little.
Yeah, I have the album. Definitely have
the
album. I got them both. Dope album.
95 was Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous. Big Picture was 2000. That was definitely a posthumous, like,
okay.
Yeah, and then the Devil's Son EP, the EPs, Dangerous, like these are compilations.
But Big Picture didn't feel like it. Big Picture didn't feel like it.
You didn't feel like it was like it. What do you mean?
Because I remember when I first found out about him was in 04. Yeah, definitely 2004, and immediately from that freestyle, the J and thing, that's all I had. That was the first, but then I started close computer, internet. I started going crazy looking for everything, and when I found the Big Picture, I said, "Oh, he does have another album." I listened to that album. It didn't feel like. When I found out, like, okay, he was already gone, but that album still feel like he did that. Like, right?
Yeah. That's how I felt about that album. I was like, "Word, another album from my man," and I'm like, it didn't feel like it was. It was so well crafted. It didn't feel like it was
Casualties of a Dice Game.
Well, it might have been songs that he did, but it wasn't a project that he worked on. It might have been some songs that he recorded, never released, and they just put together in the album.
Yeah.
Well, okay. My point was just that he had only put out 1 album in his lifetime.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it was put together so well, you didn't really realize it wasn't him in the studio. Right. It was so seamless. It was like, oh shit, they were sitting on this album instead of we're thinking they're piecing it together. You know what I'm saying? But we were like, oh, they sat on this album. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt about it.
I love the Big Pictures. Might even be my favorite one. That's the heist, fucking flamboyant, fucking.
All the world keep holding it down. A big long on you. Yeah, that was a dope joint. It was a dope album. You know?
Yeah. But
him and OC should have did a joint together on some. I mean, I think he did a joint with them, but a whole album.
OC's second album,
OC and Big L, that would have killed everything.
That was third on my list.
Rolling with clowns, rolling the few for Uptown that's holding it down. Oh, all me like on welfare. Even rich ones that live in Bel Air. And this Big L, hell yeah.
Word.
That was my joint, man.
Yeah, son.
That was third on my list of takeaways from this album. I was looking for a joint. I'll be able to dope to have a joint on there with him and OC. And I know all the stories. I always go back to hear the stories and see how much him and OC was together and touring and stuff from that. So I'm like, yeah, you don't even know those combinations. So yeah,
those two definitely raw spitters, the illest, and I'm like, yo, man.
Oh yeah, OC was that dude.
Era, man. That was the era. It's like when you reminisce and stuff like that, you know, being in your 20s in that era, man. Yo, it was just magical, man. Straight off. Like,
yo, I just gotta say, Joey Badass is on here, and he's one of the youngest dudes that embodies the 90s vibe.
Yep.
So like it
Big
feel
up
like
to Joey. That's my dude.
From the 90s, and they just transported him.
Well,
he was born in the wrong decade.
Yeah, old soul, man.
When I saw his name down in the track, I said, "Oh yeah, definitely."
Yo, he reminds you of a Brooklyn Big L,
literally,
and facially too, like
a little bit.
Yeah. Nah, y'all know who Big L's son is. You know who his son is. Y'all know. y'all know. Y'all know.
Oh.
Y'all know. Papoose is his son. Come on. When I first heard Papoose, I was like, yo, that's a new Big L? No, that's Papoose. What, who? What?
Oh, man.
That is a monster of his own. He's
dope, but come on. You sound like L, man.
I don't know. I mean, he's lyrical, but yeah, I don't know. I never put that together. I'm not gonna say it. Maybe I have to listen to it again.
I can see the comparison.
I have to listen again. Yeah,
but if you're talking about vicious, rapid, fiery flow,
right.
I gotta. Papoose is a little bit more extreme.
Right.
Yeah, he's extreme, but they got that same voice, man. I'm like, oh man. You sound like hell, man.
Don't punchlines from L though. It's like nobody.
No one's touching that.
Nobody, and that's just a New York. But just
except for L's father. L has a father. You know who his father is?
Who?
Lord Finesse.
I wouldn't say his father. I say his older brother.
Okay, we'll say big homie. That's his big homie.
Yeah, because it's kind of like. From the story from Finesse told is that from what I heard is he was that. That's what I keep seeing heads say, but I'm like, every time I hear that story, I'm like, but Finesse said that L was from the date, the story of him even getting to with L would let you know that with Finesse that L was that nice from off the rip, because that's what he said. He wasn't even going like, which is the greatest pitch. If you don't like how I'm rapping right here, you'll never hear from me again. You ain't got to respond or whatever. It was like, no. But when he finished rapping, no, give me your information, everything. So that, for him to be that nice, that just don't usually happen like that, to catch somebody that attention off first bit. So the punchline, I think he might have, wherever he got that style from, 1990, like 90, 91, he was definitely ahead of his time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Finesse was too, because I went back and looked at Finesse.
Finesse, that's one of my who I looked up to lyrically when I rhymed, because I liked his punchlines and his his demeanor about it. He was smooth with it, and he slick with the wordplay. It was just like, yo, he had a whole nother vibe with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, strictly for the ladies. I ran that joint.
Classic.
Around high school. In high school, I was rocking that to the ground, bro.
Ill Now Scratch.
That was my anthem.
Yeah, Ill Now Scratch came later.
Yeah, the Ill Now Scratch was later.
Yeah, I was confused.
But you don't waste that time.
Yeah.
Because I always used to get confused with Diddy. What's his name? Ill. I think. They kind of looked at.
Yeah, they did look like a little bit.
I used to get them confused all the time, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is he doing spitting?
And they only had like 4 good songs, but they were great songs. They were
Yeah, they were great. Damn.
Yeah, they were cool. Yeah, they were cool, man.
Don't shut down my play.
Hey, come around my way.
Yeah, come around my way.
Yo, that was a New York joint right there. Like you could pop that in and ride through New York on that joint, and that was the movie.
Anthem right there.
Yeah,
What was it? With my homies.
With my homies. Creeping through the hood.
Yeah.
I think they just had
some 9. I remember 9.
Yep, 9. My name up in lights. N-I-N-E.
Yeah.
N-I-N-E.
I hate a lion. I hate a Lion King talking about his diamond ring.
Yo.
Yeah,
there was a
I got a deep cut. King Just in the Warriors.
Hey ya. Oh.
Hey,
Sound of the river used drum on the warpath. Don't make me laugh. Been a while.
Son,
could have been cool,
Reno. Don't bring up King Justin this time. I found that album. His album from '95.
Yeah.
King Just album. That album is. I almost did something. I just put the album on and let it play. That album is definitely don't get talked about, but that album is classic.
It doesn't.
Yeah, that's because of Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang's fault. It's all your fault, Wu-Tang.
Well, I mean, just could have been in the Wu, but he chose a different path, of course.
Yeah,
but you also had the Red Eye crew out of Staten Island. Everybody was on the same vibe on the island, man. It was kung fu beats, and it was just that's what it was, because that's what we did as youngins. We watched that drive-in theater. After that, we outside doing
theater.
Yeah.
My whole, and I went from King Just. I went into a rabbit hole. Definitely, which I'm still on now, is Sons of Man.
That's my squad right there.
Your Son of Man.
60 Second Assassin. I don't want to hear nobody rapping today.
He says, blast you out.
Like, that brother, oh my goodness, like his verse. But
60 Second Assassin.
I always think like that was a if how much bigger Wu album, especially that '97 album, would have been if why didn't it have Sons of Man in there? It would have been
You need it. I hope you know about Living Proof.
Shabazz the Disciple. Death be the penalty.
I hope you know about Living Proof, Wise.
Son, you think No, that album, I remember you just saying that, just hearing. I heard Ebro was talking about it. I was listening to something, and Ebro was talking about that album. He's my Group Home, right?
Yeah, Group Home. I was wondering about that same thing.
It stuck with me. I don't know if I was supposed to hear it, but I remember him saying, he was like, that album, the thing about that album is the rappers was horrible, wasn't good. So if you rapping, he was like, if you rapping, go get the instrumentals from that album and rap on it. Only reason I'm like, I got it list off to the side or something to do, but I definitely got 2 beats off of there. But
the beats are insane. Yes.
Well,
the choruses are crazy. The verses are phenomenal. And listen,
man.
If you want to dissect those verses and like really take them down to the, put them on paper and dissect them and all that, they might not stand up to the greatest, but it's not about that, bro. It's the way they kicked them, the flavor, the style, the way they interwoven
together, right?
They wrote that shit, dog. You cannot put a fucking price on that shit.
And who said this? Ebro?
Yeah, Ebro was saying he said he was horrible rappers. So if you
he be a hater sometimes.
Incredible dude.
Lil Dapper's my dude, man. I like the way he runs. I don't know.
Yo,
I know what you're saying, because that track Superstar on Superstar definitely.
Well, not even Superstar. That joint he did on the Gangstar album.
You living in the city in the times of Frank
Nitty.
Gas I kind of spit, middle that remain sick.
The Group Home joints, and they're crazy. I don't care what nobody say.
But you know,
albums of perfection.
You know what's weird?
Blue Tone was crazy. That's a dope album.
Come on,
I will say this: like certain albums, like okay, when I examine it was written in Illmatic, I unequivocally say Illmatic is the better hip hop album. It's the better hip hop classic. It's the classic. It's Illmatic. I fucking got more enjoyment out of it was written.
I feel you. I fight with it.
I was doing shit to it. I was hustling to it was written. I was hustling to Live in Proof. When you hustle to certain music, are you out there on the streets with certain music? Are you doing? It's just a certain part of your life, and you look back during that era. That album just was an anthem for that summer. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of shit.
That's a nostalgia of it because the same theory is applied to By Any Means Necessary with BDP and Criminal Minded.
Yeah. See,
I feel the same way about By Any Means Necessary. Like I remember that, but with Illmatic, I remember when it first dropped. So, whenever I listen to that album every year on my birthday, I always go back to when I was 17.
Yeah.
So it was written was like, okay, that was the album I was waiting for. But Illmatic was like, oh, this is the album I needed.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, Illmatic came out.
That's a masterpiece. But I get what you're saying because I felt the same way about BDP.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's just like I might have crazy reverence for an album that other people might just be like, it wasn't that great or whatever.
Right.
And I guess I understand because you probably didn't live to the album like I did.
Yo, 90s was just a real soundtrack to motherfuckers' lives in general, bro.
Who?
In general, the 90s hip hop.
Oh,
yeah.
Soundtrack to motherfuckers' lives as young men coming up, like young men. I'm talking about your 18, 19, 20s and shit like that. That the Infamous, that provoked me to hustle harder. It was just
the second one, right?
Huh?
The second album, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The one with
second album, Hell on Earth.
No. There was one. There was Juvenile Hell was the first.
Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah,
that's right.
Infamous is the second.
That's
so
right.
Infamous,
this is crazy.
Motherfuckers had their buckets low, the trims on.
Infamous was the second.
That was the second. Let me see.
Juvenile Hell was first.
Yes.
When I first heard Infamous, I remember Juvenile Hell
on Earth and Murder Music.
Yeah.
When Juvenile Hell came out, that was on Jukebox up here in Boston, and I thought it was the Youngsters. The Youngsters got a new album. Okay, cool. Then the Infamous came out, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Mad Dog, Blunts, Hennessy, E&J, whatever.
Speaking about
come on, I-4-9. Come on. That whole thing was like, about to bag this up, about to make this move right quick.
Right. Oh, my
it was just straight, the adrenaline from Mobb Deep, straight adrenaline, man, for real, street adrenaline. It wasn't like
you're on your way to your bitch crib, but the bitch live in the bridge.
Nas, Ghost, and Ray was on Infamous too. That's
I-4-9.
I-4-9. That it was just a feeling, man. Like it wasn't like an Onyx feeling, adrenaline when you at the party, you gonna fuck shit up, just for the fun of it.
Right.
Onyx is high on sugar. He made you want to jump all over the place.
Yeah, the Mobb Deep energy was on some. I'm out here, I'm hustling.
Second album,
fuck around, I'm setting them real
Survival of the Fittest.
It was just that you looking out for Jake, the whole thing. It was just like you was on that mode with that. You know what I'm saying?
This do-rag right now, it's tied up right now. I'm in heavy Hell on Earth.
That was a dope album.
Right now, like earlier, I wake
Godfather 3 was my joint on. That's my favorite on the album.
Yeah, man. How he
Godfather 3.
How he flipped the Scarface track. Yeah, come on, man.
It's also crazy.
Mastery. I'm like,
bro, Infamous.
That was Havoc that did that, right?
Yeah.
On Scarface joint. Oh my god.
Havoc. See, when people talk about producers, they don't give that man enough credit. Him and Alchemist, those dudes are just dangerous producers, hands down.
Yeah, Alchemist is insane. Alchemist is one of my favorite producers.
Havoc is like a
Premiere, Alchemist, Static Selector.
Yo, I have tons.
Ninth Wonder.
Come on, Diamond D. I go back, but a ton of
you go back. Yeah, I mean Pete Rock and obviously Large Professor, fucking Tip,
Pro Tip. Come on, man.
Yeah, like, 90s had it all. They had the mixtapes. You had Sandman, Clue.
Enter the 36 Chambers. We had Illmatic. We had Ready to Die. We had Infamous. Like, that was my childhood.
Yo, you had the Cellar Dwellers. You had the
Cellar. Oh my God, Land of the Lost. Yeah.
On. Them dudes was crazy too. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I listened to it. Yo,
that album is fine.
It was just treasure trove of wild dopeness, man. And I
was glad the
in it. I was glad to be in it, part of it, listening, like everything, man.
Yeah, we talked to J. Rue on the show. We had J. Rue on here.
J. Rue the Damage. Come on, man.
As
soon as he dropped that Come Clean joint,
oh my God. Yeah, that whole album.
He said they knocked him off for Biggie.
Huh?
According to J. Rue, they said they knocked him out of the spotlight for Biggie to put Biggie up there.
Well, probably
the industry.
Well, you know,
it's not like there was a comparison.
Yeah, no, he said they were fam. I mean, they homies. So I'm just saying, like, you know, the industry kind of pushed him away so that they could put Biggie up there.
Well, when I think it was Easy Mo who introduced Big to Puff, I believe. Was it Easy Mo?
Easy Mo B. Maybe.
Somebody, I keep forgetting.
I think it was. He said he stayed right on that corner from Big. He said he used to see Junior Mafia all the time.
So when Puff got his hands on Big, and remember Puff was part of the Uptown Records legacy, which was connected to Clive Davis. So he had the money behind him and the industry at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So J. Rue couldn't go up against the industry, even though he did what you can't stop the profit. Everybody was digging on that point. Mm-hmm. That was really the story that he was telling about that whole shit.
Yeah,
really, how it go down. Yeah. So, Big.
He was the last of the prophets, man.
Yo,
J. Rue was the
last. Did he see the talent? It was like, okay, Craig Mack did his thing. Now I need somebody that's more reputable in the streets, who got that flair and the flow, what have you, and personality. Even though he's fat or whatever, but hey, people remember the fat
man,
fat, black, and ugly as ever.
Yeah, but everybody remember FED and the boys and the fat boys.
Also, don't forget Pudgy the Fat Bastard. He was out at the same time as Big, and he just.
I remember Pudgy the Fat Bastard.
Right.
On the doo-wop tapes.
Yeah, man. Pudgy was nice, man.
I just shouted out my man on Instagram, Snagglepuss. But like people didn't know.
Oh, wow. He said Snagglepuss.
Yeah, he's still rhyming. He's still rhyming. He got his Instagram. I'm telling you, everybody's coming out the woodwork, bro.
That's an ill.
I was wondering what happened to Snagglepuss. He needed an album.
Yo, he's on Instagram at this moment in time. He got bars and everything. Yo, and somebody commented in his joint like, yo, why is this guy sounding like he sound like the Snagglepuss because he had his shirt on that had Snagglepuss cap. Why does he sound like the character on his shirt? Like, yo, if you never had a doo-wop mixtape, you wouldn't understand it,
Yeah, doo-wop, Brand Nubian. He was also on wait a minute. It was Brand Nubian. I definitely heard him on the mixtape. There was another album he was on.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Dead ass, bro.
Come here, girl.
Yeah.
Somebody
That motherfucker
told me
get
that
my ass
movie
worked.
when messed me up. Showed me that movie from this. That was one of the ill movies from the 70s. Like,
Oh, Poltergeist.
Poltergeist was the 80s.
you know, he
That was the
like that.
80s.
What was
Early
that guy?
80s.
You ever seen
Mid-80s.
Phantasm?
Phantasm. Yeah, that's another
the
one.
tall man, the tall man.
The tall man.
Yeah,
That
Land of the cellar dwellers, tall man.
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
See, connecting the dots.
connecting the
Yo,
dots.
but yo, word
Wow.
is born. Yo,
Brought it back.
Snag doing this thing, man.
Hold
I'm
up,
like,
Snag.
yo, that's my dude, though. Yo, and it's like, yo, hip hop is back in full boom. It's a great, wonderful thing. We just got to keep it going and really this time around teach. First time around, we didn't teach. This time, these motherfuckers need teaching. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the younger generation so they can know that, yo, you got dudes that's by your side and on your side, but you got to do this shit the right way, not let these others pimp you the fuck out and try.
Well, I would say we were teaching. It's just that the younger generation, a lot of them weren't listening.
Well,
here's
the thing. Let me say this. I think our generation, because remember this, their generation didn't have to get signed and get honed and get seasoned before anyone heard them. You could literally open your phone and put your rap out on TikTok. You had no skills. So, but the kids, it was their friend at school, so it cycled around. They shared it and it got popular, and then kids got an ear for that raw sound. We heard the shit and we're like, the little kid ain't learned how to rap yet. We dissed it instantly. Yeah, because it was absurd to us. We didn't get it. And they were like, whoa, how you just gonna come at us like that? And it was a disconnect off top because of the internet, because of social media, because of the ability to just put music out without having to get good first. And it became the sound.
And we were acting like the people was reacting when they first heard hip hop.
True.
What is this noise?
They didn't get it either. Yeah, this isn't music.
Y'all had the world. The world just changed, man. The world changed. When I listened to Stretch and Bob today, and I'm like, damn, just me being a rapper myself, I'm like, damn, boy. I heard some of them episodes is get to the end and they play the ending is them letting cats from anywhere just call in and rap on the show.
Right.
And how real just that part is, where either the minute you're not nice, like they will tell you, like that world is gone. I had the end of that world. Thankfully,
that's another thing, too. Yeah. They're different than us. Like we're quick to like roast a motherfucker. For them, they're more considerate. Gen Z is more considerate of each other's feelings. They support each other better than we did. 1,000%. We would roast each other and they fucking just only big each other up. You could suck and they'd be like, that shit is dope. Yo. If we would be like, you could be dope, and we'd still be like, you suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was harder. It's harder, man, because that
hard knocks.
Again, you had to sharpen your sword, and that's what sharpened it.
Like, that's why I like it though too, because that's why I was saying. Actually, thankfully, I caught the ending of that. I caught that 2004 when I turned 16 and coming outside and seeing ciphers would definitely is the ending of it now, because they don't even exist no more. But seeing that and then finding out, was like, no, I had to really go upstairs and be nice before I could come back outside and say, and then actually rap.
Yeah.
But just saying that, because definitely coming up in the battle rap time, every time I said that I rap, oh, you rap over here in this area, oh, these blocks, you nice? You think you really nice? Well, come here. We going to battle. So you got to go and battle. Like I had to really choose in the beginning, like if I'm gonna just be making songs, or I'm gonna just go on this road of being a battle rapper, because I couldn't even say that I was nice. So I knew I had to go upstairs and write until I was nice. Come outside and say that I was good, because I would have to battle like 30 rappers, and cats don't get that about New York. That's in it. So it's a catch. It's a good time that some of I miss those times, because a lot more of these cats today wouldn't be in the way. A lot of people shouldn't be trying to do it at all, period. Like, you really shouldn't, because you really don't have it. So,
but
some
then
of the times you do have it.
They don't want to shame each other.
But then again, art is subjective, right? Or you know,
That's it.
so that's what they use as it. I mean, everybody may have their own little audience, and people are happy with that. You know, I never discourage somebody from doing what they want to do. I mean, but when they want to come in and say, "Yo, I want to battle you," then you gotta show them the real. You know what I mean? And then they'll from that, you know, really improve.
In order to
they're doing their own thing, let them do it. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't mad when the old boys from down south was doing their thing. What you call it, the Migos? I thought they were geniuses.
Yeah, right.
I listened and I listened to everything I was like, yo, these dudes are saying. Everybody's like, nah, I don't understand. Yeah, I can understand these dudes perfectly. They're ill.
Right.
They're ill.
Loud and clear.
I grew up in the South, so I definitely.
So understood. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, they really spitting. I'm like,
they talking about whipping the wrist. They talking about
everything. And I'm like,
but we got to remember, Public Enemy was trashed by Melly Mel and them back in the days.
Of course.
You know, like MC, well, never mind, like MC Hammer. MC Hammer's a good businessman, though. But Public Enemy was trashed. Run DMC was trashed. They hated Run DMC. But they changed the game. I think Raw Talk talked about that.
Yeah.
They just changed the whole style of everything. So the Cold Crush, Furious 5, they hated those dudes.
Because I mean, you know, nobody
they elevated it.
Like
right. What were they hating? Now, let's talk about Rakim. It wasn't like Mr. Magic and Marley Marl said Rakim sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, objectively, we can look back and see that they're better. Rakim is better.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying who sucks and who doesn't.
We cannot look back objectively and say that fucking Lil Uzi Vert is better than Jay-Z. We can't never do that.
Right. That's my thing.
With the Rakim thing, with the Marley Marl thing, I think that was a whole disagreement thing because remember that Paid in Full album was recorded at Marley's crib.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They just thought Rakim sounded like a robot or something.
Yeah, I mean his
mind. They said that he was too like just, you know, you just sitting there kind of chill. Melly Mel was like, stand up, bro, because he would sit down and just do the rap real. He would just kind of talk the way Rakim does. And Melly Mel was like, come on, bro, get into it. Like, give us some passion to stand up. Marley Marl, right? He's like, get into it, like maybe stand up and shit. And he was like, listen, bro, this is me. This is how I fucking rap. If you don't like it, like, sorry, but I'm not gonna change how I rap.
Disagreements about certain
They didn't understand the evolution of it, remember? Yeah.
But the reason why those old school artists was hating on the new school artists is always like this. It's a never ending cycle. Okay, they're changing the way the flow is, the way the look is.
Well, they also said they were cheating when they didn't use, like, if they would change the sound of a word to make it rhyme, or they would make a phrase rhyme with a word. They called that cheating.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
If you didn't rhyme a word and have it end with a word that grammatically rhymes with that other word, you didn't really rap.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what the old school thought about Rakim.
Yeah, because nobody was wearing the Parliament Funkadelic stuff anymore, looking like wild superhero graffiti artists. Nah, everybody's wearing the normal
Disco
street
fever.
gear. Yeah, nobody was.
Yeah, because Run DMC came out and was like, "Yo, you can wear a hoodie and some fucking Adidas. You ain't gotta wear.
You wear some G's, some Levi's, and shit.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be Curtis Blow.
You know what I'm saying? And them lead patches, they made them things pop off the shot. I had all types of leads, pinstripe, all that, man. 2 colors, 3 colors.
BT Boys with the track suits.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Run DMC, a lot of people don't know they really raised the bar for hip hop as far as being a corporate where everybody can
they sort of created the hip hop as we know it. Like hip hop. For them, it was a disco offshoot with rapping over. You know what I mean?
Run DMC is the template,
right?
They're the template.
DMC is the template. I mean, you got the gear, you got the gold chains, you got the look, and you fresh, you in the street. They're the template. You know what I'm saying? And they go down in history as I would say fathers of the modern hip hop.
Yeah, you could buy a Halloween like costume like Run DMC. It'd be like some gazelles, a fucking fat dookie rope. I mean, a hat, and there's your fucking Halloween hip hop.
And
It was a
it's
hip hop costume.
Cal Fun, no friend of mine, don't know one's name. Am I behind?
Yeah. Run DMC saved the Adidas company.
Yes.
Yeah.
They saved them. Like
Like
LL Cool J saved Kango. Come on now, let's get it real.
Yeah.
These dudes are pioneers. That's
just like Ghostface saved Clark.
Yeah, save industries.
That's what hip hop does.
Clark never give them nothing.
If we gonna go there, I would think in my time, black men definitely woke up and saved Timberland, the Timberland book.
Oh yeah.
All right.
New York in the early 90s.
Fresh pair, butters. I'm like, yo,
nah.
I haven't worn Timbs and I don't know, because not for nothing. They look good aesthetically, but them shits ain't worth shit, man.
But bro, they're uncomfortable.
Nah,
they're
don't
heavy.
do that.
It's like walking on bricks.
Yo, I'm gonna do that because I used to. I wore them winter, spring, summer, and fall, bro.
I
wore them joints.
Show you right now. Yes,
They mess your feet up, bro.
They're not comfortable. They're not comfortable.
They're not comfortable
at
all.
Right here.
Oh, he got the navy joints.
Yeah.
Oh, those are fire.
He got the navy.
I wait on the special occasions, man.
I dig it. Those things don't have no padding on it or nothing, man. They only got one leather bottom, and then they got a little slither for your heel. I'm like, yo, come on, man. But I was rocking them with everything.
I'm about to make y'all get them pulling Timbs back out, man. That's all I'm saying.
If you want a comfortable Tim, you need this.
Oh,
that motherfucker is comfortable as fuck.
Oh, that's the Timberland duck.
For the snow, yeah.
It was dangerous,
snow. And these bitches here.
I like the low brief and broccolis. Yo, I had every Tim at one point, but it was just like, yo, after a while, man, your feet look disfigured and shit, man. Nah, man, I'm done. I'm old. I need comfortability.
Right, yeah,
I'm on my own man status now.
Yeah.
If I put on Timbs now, it's only for performative reasons. That's all. That's it. Performative reasons. That's it.
Utility reasons.
I'm not fixing nothing because I don't even know how construction workers was rocking them things. They had to be on their feet. Like 12 hours. Nah.
Yeah, no, I don't do no like wilding in it, but I definitely around those. That's my. I don't even care about.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely
rock them on the block. Everything. You ever try running from all types of angles with them joints, man?
Some loose untied Timbs with the baggy jeans.
Yeah, I know one pair of Timbs that I'll never wear in my life. I'll never wear in my life. It's the pair of black on black Timbs. I've never went. I got arrested in them shits. Them shits got me arrested. Fuck them Timbs. Them black on black.
Those are worse than the all black Air Forces.
I just told somebody, they think it's black Air Forces is bad. And I really don't know. Don't black go to the Bronx and black Timbs.
Nah.
They might throw holy water at you. They might start throwing.
I got arrested in them shits. Never again, bro. Never again have I ever worn a pair of black Timbs. Them shits got me arrested, bro.
Hey, what's Iggy talking about? He said, what is your thoughts on the Netflix going after WBD?
WBD.
I saw that. I didn't really know what to say. I figured you knew.
Nah, man. Iggy, man, what's WBD, bro?
Yeah, what is it?
What do y'all think about Michael Jai White?
That's my brother right there, man.
What happened? Something happened?
We had a disagreement. Fundamentally. He said some foolish shit.
You talking about martial arts? I'm talking about Master Bruce.
You already know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, It's debatable. I mean, even
Not debatable.
What did he
You
say?
had a disagreement with
All right.
Star.
Let me show you.
What did he say?
Let me show you.
Disagreeing with Star.
Warner Brothers, they're talking about Netflix and Warner Brothers. That's what WBD is.
He really fought, and fighting is ugly. It's not pretty, and so
Okay, I'll give you the premise. What he's saying here. Okay. No, what he's saying that Chuck Norris, Bruce can't even fight Chuck Norris. Like Chuck Norris will flick Bruce Lee. Like Bruce Lee can't even fuck with Chuck Norris in any way, shape, or form because Chuck Norris fights in the ring. And Bruce Lee doesn't fight in tournaments in the ring. Well, let me tell you something about Bruce Lee. He doesn't fight in the ring. You know where he fought? On Hong Kong rooftops and gangs in the underground his whole life growing up. He fought in the street. He's a real fighter. Chuck Norris is he fights in the ring with gloves on and rules.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think he was missing to state.
Well,
that Bruce wouldn't be because Master Bruce would like to be confined.
Yeah, but he's going, and he's also going. He references an interview with Chuck Norris and Conan, and I saw that interview, and I laughed when I saw it, and I just shook my head. Chuck Norris actually implied that Bruce, because Conan said, "Did you guys ever really fight?" And Chuck goes, "Oh no. Bruce isn't. I'm a real fighter. I fight in the ring. Bruce is not real. He's just like an actor."
Oh, I gotta say that.
What?
Now, Michael Jai White, his fucking thing was like, "Oh, Bruce Lee only weighs 135 pounds. Therefore,
that's fact.
You can't fuck with me." Well, when you're as fast and powerful as Bruce Lee, it doesn't matter how small he was. You can be a giant motherfucker. He's gonna hit you in the throat 6 times before you can fart. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how little he is. The whole point was you're not going to get him. You're not going to touch him. And here's the thing. This isn't me glazing someone I don't know. This is just research. This is just interview after interview after interview with Sifus, with actors, with different people that have met him, just his students, all this shit. Like this man he changed martial arts. He's the godfather of MMA. He's the guy that said, don't go into a fight if all you know is one martial art.
Yeah.
If you're a karate master, don't get in a street fight. You'll be fucked up. And you know why? Because you have to know how to grapple. You have to know all the shit, all the fighting moves. You have to know American boxing, footwork, fucking all that shit. He incorporated all that shit in a concept he called Jeet Kune Do. A lot of people think it's an art. It's not an art. It's a concept. It was no art. It was the way of no way. It was the art of no art. It was the style of no style. It was be water, my friend. You know what I mean?
Adjust to what you're given. Yeah,
exactly.
You adapt.
Right.
Exactly. I think Michael Jai White misspoke in a way. Even Chuck, they understand that even Michael Jai White and Chuck Norris can't fight a real street fight. Because they're used to like competition. That's a whole different thing.
And in their mind,
restricted. And
in their mind, they think that makes them out of the league of someone who just fights in the street. And that's now they're not wrong. In most cases, the baddest Billy Bad street fighter is going to have nothing coming when he gets in the octagon.
Yeah. Exactly.
But Bruce Lee wasn't just some guy who got in a couple bar fights. He grew up literally being taught by like Ip Man and fucking fighting for his life on rooftops in the Hong Kong underworld. Like that's not no fucking little piddly shit, and it's definitely not tournament fight. So like, it was hilarious to me. But
it just rubbed you the wrong way. Let's say it rubbed you the wrong way.
I'll say this.
Let me see if my comment is still up here. Yeah, I said, out of your ever-loving mind, laugh my ass off. Bruce Lee fought in real street fights in gangs in Hong Kong's underground. Yes, you're right. He never fought in the ring, lol. And Chuck never and Chuck never fought in real life. Give me a break. Do your research, Spawn.
Well, here's my question though. Here's my question to Michael Jai White though. Are you talking athletically? Or are you talking street fighting? Or both?
He's just saying
it seems like he's talking in the ring.
He's just saying I'll whoop Bruce Lee's ass.
Okay,
Period.
in a ring?
Just period. I'll whoop his ass.
Okay. Now
I don't give a fuck. In the ring or out of the ring, you're not fucking touching him.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because there's different rules in the ring and there's rules in street fighting, which are no rules in street fighting.
Right. And don't forget, it's not like Bruce Lee didn't fight in tournaments and didn't fight in competitions and didn't fight in the ring. There's footage of him with gear and the whole night fighting in the ring, just so fast that his opponents just couldn't even see his strikes coming.
Yeah, I think Mike was just trying to be relevant or something. I don't think, or he just didn't really explain. A lot of cats, when they do these interviews, they say stuff and they don't fully.
Yeah, you gotta.
They're not in context. They're like, "Yo, man, he whooped his ass." But yo, bro, what are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah. And
either way, old boy cut, because I know he be on Vlad's stuff talking that.
This is it. He even has Vlad saying that I could beat Bruce Lee.
Well, that's Vlad doing his magic with the clipping and stuff like that as well. I think, when you want controversy to happen and you want more eyes on your content, you're going to try to spin it the best way you can.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Vlad spunt it a little something. Because Michael Jai White, in his right mind.
This isn't the only time Michael Jai White, he's known for saying this. Like, he's known for going around saying that Bruce Lee wasn't a real guy. He was just an actor. He saw the Quentin Tarantino movie and it gassed him up. Well,
that Quentin Tarantino movie was loosely based on some hearsay anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It was based on some Hollywood fucking hearsay from someone who wasn't there and didn't know what they were talking about. And then also it is what you would assume. It's what you might think it would be if it was Hollywood. But this is a guy that came over here from Hong Kong and brought this shit to us and was like, look, he taught the fucking Quilo. He taught the motherfuckers that we're not allowed to be taught. He got his back broken by the other senseis in a real fight, in a bloody fucking fight to the death about teaching non-Asians martial arts.
Yeah.
His first student was a black man.
Yep.
Like his whole school. Yes. His first student in his school was a black guy.
Well, in San Francisco or something like that, right?
Yeah. And the senseis, the Asian, because like at that time, martial arts was only taught by Asians to Asians in underground, like in Chinatown and shit. And San Francisco's Chinatown is, just like it's a little China. It's small. It's a little China. They have the tongs and the gangs and the triads and all that, just like in China. And so that's what happened. The triads and the tongs and the martial art senseis and shit were like, you're out here going to the university teaching blacks and whites and non-Asians our secrets. And these are our secrets. And we keep these secrets because, we might not be as big as them, but we know some shit they don't know about how to cripple you down. And that's the whole thing. Martial arts are made for people that are smaller than who they're fighting. So don't tell me you can beat him because he's littler than you. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard anyone say. Yes, there are weight classes in fighting. Yes, that because obviously most of the time, yes, you're right. Most of the time, if a guy's fucking smaller than you, he's not going to win. But Bruce Lee was an anomaly. And that's what they're missing. Yes, if Bruce Lee was a normal guy, yeah, sure. Bruce Lee was not a normal guy by all accounts. This is not what we think because we saw his movies. This is what people outside of the movie. Bolo Young. I'm going to show y'all some interviews here. Let's get into it. Let's check it out. Watch this.
Chuck Norris was a fighter. He really fought, and fighting is ugly. It's not pretty. And so when you're exchanging, it's like Bruce Lee would be not on a good end of it. Chuck is very humble. He's a tried and true martial arts. He would never, I think he would always give respect to Bruce Lee. But how would you expect a guy, Chuck Norris would fought all of these people? Chuck wasn't slow either. Like, he was not slow, and he was effective.
First of all, look at Chuck's kicks here. Watch this.
all of these people.
He's telegraphing.
Yeah, and look at it. His arms are everywhere. Dude, come on. Bruce Lee is fucking tight, bro. He do that shit so fucking fast. You didn't even see it coming by the time your teeth was in your throat. It's another level, bro. It's just fucking absurd. It's crazy to me. Let me finish. Let's finish it.
The master of the 3-inch punch.
Right, he was not slow, and he was effective. So there's times where you get a guy who's usually getting slugged in the head against a guy who's not. So nobody wants to hear that Chuck Norris would have been a problem for Bruce Lee, because everybody wants to believe that Bruce Lee really fought. And I'm like, you have a right to your own delusion. If you want to believe that, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you.
So why do you believe Bruce Lee never fought? Where are you getting that information? It's known. It's a known thing that he fought street fights his whole life growing up. Like there's enough for a martial artist, not only a martial artist, but a martial artist movie star who Bruce Lee should be your fucking idol. You should know everything about this man, and to not know this shit is just mind blowing to me.
Bruce was very good. He never fought they're big difference. Kicking the back is one thing, get in the ring and have someone kick you back at.
What he said about Bruce Lee? Did you see what he said? Look at this. Talking about Bruce Lee, kicking the bag is one thing, but get in the ring and blah, blah, blah. Dude, you're a fucking tool.
Wow, I know it was feeling this type of way.
Listen, white man, you're not better than the fucking Asian who invented it. I'm sorry.
Well, even that's debatable because martial arts was started on the continent of Africa.
Well, that's debatable, but yeah, I mean, actually, it was India, but yeah, I mean,
don't start, yo.
Point being, it's funny to me. It's funny to me. Yeah, he acts like Bruce Lee never got. Wasn't Bruce Lee's whole fucking thing was boards don't hit back? Remember he said that?
Mm-hmm.
So how you gonna act like Bruce Lee never really fought? He only hit the bag. But when they're coming back at you, that's a different story. Bitch, you got that line from Bruce Lee. He fucking told you that. He said that 100 times.
I don't think they're talking street fighting though. I think they're talking like in the ring type shit.
No, he just said Bruce Lee never fought. He didn't say in the ring. He said he's not a real fighter. He's just an actor. It literally said he never fought. He said Chuck Norris fights. He's a fighter. Bruce Lee never fought. If you want to believe that Bruce Lee really fought, you can believe that delusion if you want to. What? That's bananas, bro. That's bananas.
Perfect placement of a comeback from Reno right there.
Yeah, watch. Watch this.
You can win. Yes, but even if you see my movies, though, generally, like in Code of Silence in Chicago, I get jumped. Return the Dragon.
And this is a famous fight scene that you have with Bruce Lee.
It's still considered a classic.
Yeah, well, I watched it today, and they've advanced fight scenes so much, but this really holds up. It's an amazing fight scene.
Well, I think the main reason Bruce was really ahead of his time. And I worked out with Bruce Lee, and I worked out for 3 years. That's when I held the world title. And then he went to Hong Kong to pursue his movie career, did a couple of movies, very successful. So he called me up and said, I want to do a movie with a fight scene that everyone will remember called Return of the Dragon. He said, will you come over and do the fight scene with me? I said, well, do I have to lose? He said, yeah, you have to lose. I said, all right. So I went over there, and I'd seen his first 2 minutes. I said, the guys you fight don't even have a chance. I mean, they don't even touch you, you know? And he said, no, we'll make this a seesaw battle. And so we made him fight back and forth, and that
was unusual at the time because in that fight scene, you knock him down a few times, and it's pretty close, and he didn't allow that.
Yeah, no, I was the only one ever to really do that, fighting. But again, he respected me because of my ability as a world champion at the time.
You guys ever go out?
I mean, he's not lying about the world champion part, man.
No, he did. Bruce Lee did respect him because he was a world champion at the time. I was laughing at his face when he said it.
Oh, the slide
Like
look.
such a douchey face. Yeah, look at.
Mhm.
Well, okay, watch this.
Did you guys ever go out in in a real situation?
No, I'm a professional fighter. I fought professionally, and Bruce was very, very good, but he never fought with me.
Really?
No, he never fought with me.
Okay.
There's a big difference. Kicking the bag is one thing. Getting in the ring and having someone kicking back at you is a whole different story.
Hey, I know.
Implying that Bruce never fought and had no one kicking back at him. He just kicks the bag.
Yeah. Wow.
Nah, man.
Oh wait, here's a good
Yeah, they
one.
need to find someone that can speak on Bruce's behalf. They shouldn't even be talking about the dead like that. But
Exactly.
Was a fight.
Now watch this. Watch what this man says. Here's just someone he's nobody, but he was around Bruce Lee. He fought Bruce Lee in a fight, tried to hurt him.
And use the term fighter versus a tournament player. You have to look at.
He's saying there's real fighters like Bruce, and then there's like tournament guys.
Well, when I think of Bruce and use the term fighter versus a tournament player, you have to look at why, and it's mainly because my experience with Bruce was as a fighter, as a street fighter. I was never a tournament player. All I knew was a fight. Now, I didn't fight relative to size and weight and division. It was a fight against person. Now, if the person was 135 or 335, it didn't matter. It was a fight between two people, and whoever was standing would win. Well, Bruce, 135 against Jim DeMarco, 225, Ed Hart, 240, 250.
Martial artists.
Professional boxer, with either hand. Jesse Glover, super athlete, judo, karate, all of us street fighters, never been in tournaments. Jesse, of course, went into judo tournaments, but tournaments as we know them today, Bruce could beat us all. And I don't mean it would be a struggle. I mean, he could beat us all and we didn't have a chance.
Damn.
Didn't have a chance.
Fight situation where I tried to hit him. I tried to knock him out. We tried to hurt this kid because he was always embarrassing us in demonstrations and just in general. Tournaments are a game. I don't care how good you are. There are rules. There are certain restrictions that are automatically going to eliminate the potential to really get hurt simply because it's a sport.
Yeah.
To me, tournaments do not reflect at all what a fighter is like or a fight itself, because most of the tournament fighters I've ever met have never been in a real fight.
Boom.
It's always been tournament. So when somebody tells me, Bruce Lee never proved himself because he never went into tournaments, I'm the first one to say, I would like to spar with you. Because you should be able to wipe me out really easy. Because if you're that good or you put that much on tournaments, I've never been in a tournament. So therefore, I mustn't know diddly diddly. You want to fight me? Let's throw away the rules. This kid can embarrass me. So put your value on his ability through that rather than how many trophies he had or tournaments he went in. Give me a break. When I say Bruce was a fighter, I'm not saying that he was a good tournament fighter. I'm saying I'll put him against anybody, any weight division, any size, any background, and I'll put my money on him.
Wow.
As a fighter. Because I've never run across anybody in my life traveling around. I've had some guys come in and challenge me when I'm doing seminars. I just drove them into the ground. Because I'm Neanderthal. Whereas Bruce didn't care whether I was tough but had this reputation. He had the beauty of the art of fighting. Whereas I was the water buffalo mentality of attack and destroy. So Bruce introduced the art of fighting. And it wasn't the art of tournament, art of games, or art of sport, art of fighting. Because he wasn't interested in impressing people other than he was standing and they were down. So all of his technique was geared for winning a fight.
Taking you down and out.
I just am amused when I hear that. And I'm first one, like I say, to leap up and say, who said that? So I should be nothing because I'll never get a chance to meet Bruce, but at least somebody who touched hands with Bruce. So I should be nothing if they value.
That's a bad dude right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad fucking man right there. But that's a real fighter talking. Here are people that are not fighters and other people that just. Well, now Bolo Young, y'all know who Bolo is, right? Yeah, Bolo Young. He's a old friend of Bruce, and he will tell you you're not touching this man. Like you're not fucking with this guy.
Even Jackie Chan said that.
Yep. Yeah, no, Jackie Chan has absolutely said that, and Jackie Chan is a real deal bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
and he said he was
Bruce
like
broke his ribs. Shit,
yeah, Bruce used to fuck him up.
His fucking ribs.
Yep. He was often challenged on the set. And you got to think, Enter the Dragon. You saw how many hundreds of martial artists were on that set. You know what I mean? Hundreds of like.
Right.
You know, different actors and shit, but they were all like martial artists. But like every actor in that movie was a real martial artist, and yeah, they used to test him all the time on them sets, and he had to put a guy down.
Yeah.
He kicked the extra in the head, and the fight was over. Bruce was too fast.
Damn.
Well, I mean,
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace to Brandon.
Man.
This is what's his name?
James Coburn.
Coburn. Yeah, he taught Coburn.
Yeah.
He was like a pool all over the place. He used to work out at this place.
Look at that.
He had a 700-pound bag hung on a big.
Yeah, Chuck, hitting the bag, a 700-pound bag, not a regular fucking bag.
Right?
700 pounds.
700-pound bag. That's three motherfuckers.
Exactly.
He said he would kick that thing and double it over.
You punch a regular size punching bag, like a real one in the gym, man. That shit is just hard. You break it.
And that's just a regular little one. This is a fucking like industrial size fucking super big one. And he was like, this guy, he was like, I tried to kick it and it fucked me up. Like it doubled me over.
Get that thing to swinging back and forth and pop it and pop it. He was amazing, really amazing. But he did a lot of people can't do.
Now this is Dan Inosanto.
Yeah, Inosanto.
Yeah, he's one of Bruce's students that taught him, and then he like is the guy that
with the sticks.
Yeah, Kali. He's a Kali Kabuto, but he Eskrima. But he's like if Bruce like left the room, he would be like, you teach. Like he was like his like underboss, like his teacher, like that he would put like he would teach for him. Yeah, and he would have him like open another school, and like he would be the teacher at that school kind of thing. So this was like his confidant. And he's saying that he was really amazing. He did what a lot of people can't do. And that's what like Michael Jai White and Chuck Norris aren't understanding. He's not a normal guy. He just wasn't a normal person. Like sometimes people are born and they're just different than everyone else. They're just a little bit extra, a little bit more perfectly put together because it's all chaos. It's all chance, how shit, DNA. I mean, if anybody's religious, but point being, everybody's not fucking perfect. Some people come out just a little more perfect and have just abilities in areas that other people that aren't, you know, he's just born with certain shit.
Yeah.
He really shell-shocked the person with his lead jab. A lot of people can't know.
Look at that shit, bro.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Look at that jab. That's a jab. Not a cross, not a fucking hook, not an uppercut. A jab knocked that man down. What? Sweat. You have to slow it down to see it.
Take a man out at tremendous power, and we don't have that.
Look at Jim Kelly.
Rest in peace to Jim Kelly.
Word.
Long live Jim Kelly.
Yeah, man.
Watch what he says.
The best. I know great martial artists. There's never been anybody, in my opinion, Bruce Lee was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You don't know how great this guy was. People talk about martial arts, right? Guy who knew his stuff. Yeah, guy was. There's stories like about Bruce Lee that I don't even share because I respect people, other people in martial arts. And it's not necessarily name names. I know who Bruce Lee sparred with. Yeah, I know. They don't tell you.
Chuck.
I know people he sparred with. I never mention their names either. But Bruce Lee was untouchable. Yeah. Is it in the book? Is it in your book? No. I mentioned this, but I never tell names. Can I get everybody to swear a secret? You say one name? No. Can you mix them up? Can you have a jumble of a name? I touch this. Can I guess? You probably could. Yeah, I probably could. Because I know a lot of people spark as well. Yeah, there you go. That's fair enough. I just like to speak for other guys. Yeah.
I have to say, being confident in myself that I
Now let's see. I haven't seen this. Let's see if Chuck backpedals.
feel I would have done very well in the MMA arena because of my judo training. I was a black belt in judo, and plus I had a black belt in karate, taekwondo.
Fucking judo. What are you gonna hip toss him in the ring?
And plus I studied
Fucking octagon.
back in the 60s and 70s. And so I felt I was really well rounded, and I really credit that for the success I had in the ring of my competitive days. And so I felt I would have done well, and I think Bruce would have too. Now, he was a fanatical trainer. When he and I work out, we work out for 3 or 4 hours in his backyard in Culver City, California. And after we finished working out, we'd go into the living room, and I'd sit down on the couch, and Linda, his wife, would bring me a glass of iced tea. Well, Bruce would drop down on the floor and start doing crunches. I said, Bruce, there's times to relax too. You need to relax as well because you'll burn that engine out if you keep right on training all the time. You've got to recharge your battery. And but Bruce had a hard time doing that. He had a hard time recharging his battery. I don't know if that would have been.
How can you recharge a battery that's overflowing?
Bro, he could. Yeah, he had to get
the Texas Ranger.
Yeah, you have to drop and just start doing crunches. That's how much energy is pulsating through you. But I mean, I always felt that Chuck always hated on Bruce. I always felt that.
Ring, my brother, let me bid you a farewell. I got a boogie my brother Dash with.
Yeah.
All right, be easy, brother.
Oh, y'all brothers. This was dope, man.
Definitely chopping it up. Word up.
Yeah, man.
Till next time, y'all. Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace. We should be on tomorrow too. I don't know. I'm sure we'll do the regular Saturday show tomorrow.
Yeah,
come on and do a big Halloween since it was trifecta, like multiple shit. Like we haven't had Halloween on a Friday night in a while, and that's pretty cool. And then Big L dropping on Halloween, that's crazy. So yeah, fuck it. Hop on, do some shit, talk some shit.
Shit, Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys are trick or treating.
Yeah.
Robbing little kids for bags.
That's Conor McGregor saying that Bruce Lee would be great in the octagon. So I mean, Jai White and Chuck acting like Bruce was just this actor who didn't really fight is just a joke.
Be water, my friend. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot.
Yo, I thought I was like, yo, what happened?
Be formless, shapeless, like water.
Yeah, I remember they're talking stuff to get attention and all that, and they're saying stuff they can't prove. You know, the man's long gone. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I mean, it's not. You know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This is what it is, okay?
They're gonna say the same thing about Ali next. Yeah, Ali wasn't a good fighter. Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard a lot of people say Tyson could beat Ali. You know.
Yeah,
even Tyson said, even Mike Tyson said he would been scared of Ali in his prime.
Yeah.
Tyson said that himself.
Right.
Well, Ali was a trickster. Ali, you didn't know what he was gonna. He was a trickster.
Yeah, and his prime is important too, because a lot of people, you know, Ali definitely had his prime, and then he had his not prime that he wasn't so great during. But same thing with Tyson. Tyson had his era where he sucked too.
Yeah.
I mean, sucked relatively.
Well, a few fights.
Yeah, I mean for them.
Yeah, but
yeah, man.
But yes, I don't know. Michael Jai White, that's my guy, but
yeah,
all that I heard the latter parts of not that specific interview with Vlad. I heard the later ones.
Oh yeah.
I think he backpedaled from the first joints.
Yeah.
He backpedal and run it back a bit. Because I guess some real martial arts dudes came to him or what have you and said, "Look, you out of your element with this one. When you're talking about, you got to go get your facts straight before you know, put him in the equation where he's less than, because it's not the case."
You put some respect on his name. That's it. You fucking don't put dirt on his name. I don't give a fuck. But this is the new Nimrod from Marvel Legends.
Oh, word?
Yep. They already did a Nimrod, but this is more accurate.
I remember having it in a three-pack.
Yep, with Phantom X and but this one's a little more accurate, a little more detailed. It's got these really cool blast effects, which I think are new. I haven't seen those before. And so that's cool. But other than that, it looks like basically the same body with like some paint updates. But basically it's the same. But I didn't get that one. So if you're like me and you didn't get the first Nimrod, you're excited as fuck because Nimrod is that dude.
Yeah, I got that.
The whole shell baby's looking like Nimrod.
Oh, by the way, his Devastator, y'all. Put them together.
Oh.
He's wicked like Nimrod.
Yo, he looking crazy, dude. You blow him up on the Devastator part?
Yeah, man.
Yo, he look dope, yo.
Hyperion over there.
Okay. Yeah, that Devastator crazy.
Big guy. That's the big green guy, right?
Yeah, Devastator.
Yeah. Devastator. And we got
I'm trying to take him down because everything's gonna fall if I move him. So
yeah, I dig it.
I know all
definitely dig it.
Yeah, man.
I know.
Yeah, that Nimrod figure, man. Yo, he was always the one I hated on X-Men. Days of Future Past cartoon. I used to hate him. How come a man can't stop this dude?
Yeah, he's just like the ultimate sentinel.
Yeah.
He was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah. They did some cool stuff with him in the Jonathan Hickman House of X, Powers of X storyline too. Hickman brought Nimrod back into that and had a couple updates to him and Bastion. But those are deep cuts that hopefully we'll see more of. Hang on, let me get this back.
I gotta add him to the collection.
Yeah, I need that for sure. Another one I need that I gotta get is this bad boy. And here's some in-hand images that I haven't really quite looked at myself yet. So let's check those out real quick. Bang.
Oh,
that's my guy.
Ooh.
That's my guy.
World War Wolverine.
World War II Wolverine. Yeah, man. I don't have this one. It's the only like kind of version of Wolverine that they've put out that I don't have. So it's a must. It's a must have for any Wolverine collector for sure. But which I am. You know, I just like to collect Wolverines. Just
he would go great with World War II Cap.
Right. So that would be really cool. And then also that Nick Fury, like the World War II Fury.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be a dope lineup. Fucking yeah, the whole Howling Commandos or whatever.
True.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
You have action figures for the Howling Commandos, the originals. Oh, wow.
Not yet. They were supposed to do them, but they got.
You know, what I'm saying that would be dope. I'm saying
they got him caught up in the Ultimates version of Nick Fury, so they didn't really get to do the Howling Commandos the way they supposed to.
Well, they did Dum Doug Dugan or Dum Dum Dugan in them.
Yeah, they did Dugan one
but
time.
it was more of a shield. It was a shield. Yeah. Well, at least the one I saw was like a shield one, not really a Howling Commandos one.
Yeah.
That would be crazy if they do Howling Commandos.
Yeah, for sure.
The throwback.
I always thought that's where Marvel messed up at when they did Captain America joint, because they had the Howling Commandos in that. But where was Nick Fury?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they messed up bad with that.
Yeah.
They made them flunkies.
Yeah, because then Nick Fury's supposed to be old as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Quinlan Voss from the Clone Wars is about to come out. If you're into Star Wars, that's dropping.
Netflix is about to put a bid in to buy Warner Brothers. That's interesting.
Oh,
so is that what that's about? Netflix is going to buy Warner Brothers?
Yeah, they put in a bid for Warner Brothers.
Oh, that's what Hunter Iggy was talking about. He said, "What is your thoughts on Netflix going after Warner Brothers Discovery WBD?" Okay,
that means I'll get to see Justice League on Netflix. Okay, let's do it.
That's a whole conglomerate.
Yeah.
That's I don't know, man. If they take it, that means they got DC under their banner. That's Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Things may change.
Well, here's James Gunn's DC future gets major update ahead of potential Warner Brothers Paramount merger. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding the Warner Brothers merger, but part of the company that looks to say the same leadership Warner Brothers Pictures DC Studios with Paramount's keep changing. Recent Bloomberg detailed that Paramount Skydance CEO David Ellison wants to keep the creative teams of the two studios intact. YouTuber John Campea and report confirming that Peter Safran be kept on co-heads of DC Studios, which honestly you'd be a moron to do anything, to change that. Let me see. Ellison said, "I know a couple of people over at Paramount into which I wrote, and I quoted this article out of Bloomberg. I said Ellison plans to keep the creative teams in place, and I specifically directly asked, does that include Warner Brothers Motion Picture co-chairs Michael DeLuca and he asked Warner Brothers Motion Picture co-chairs Michael DeLuca and Pamela, and does that include James Gunn and Peter Safran? Which they gave me a simple answer, yes," revealed Campea on his latest episode of the John Campea Show. Remains to be seen whether Paramount will actually be successful in acquiring Warner Brothers, given that the latter recently rejected a third offer from the company. However, it makes sense that Ellison wouldn't want to make any leadership changes with Warner Brothers. So, but no, Netflix is, I don't know what they're talking about. This has really all been about Paramount just relentlessly sending offers that keep getting shot down, and so it's being seen as like aggressive because like you offered, I said no. You offered more money, I said no. And I more money, I'm saying no.
And then also, in order to offer, somebody has to be putting the shit on the sale block.
No, that's it. That's just it. It wasn't put up for sale, but Paramount comes in with this offer, and the thing is, like, I don't know. There's laws like corporations, like if you, I don't know, if you offer enough money and the stockholders are like, we want that, then you have to sell.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah. But then there's laws against monopolizing as well.
Well, yeah, monopoly being like, we're the only company that can provide this service, and we're not allowing any other companies to provide this service. That's like a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know that they're going to keep Gunn on, because Gunn has a lot of plans, and I'm excited for all the plans that he's talked about. So that'll be good if they do keep it. I mean, I'm sure they will. I wouldn't think they would fuck with that. Warner Brothers became first studio in history to have 7 films in a row earn $40 million in their debut weekends. This run included a Minecraft movie, Sinners, Final Destination, Bloodlines, Superman, Weapons, and The Conjuring: Last Rites. Nice. That's a serious run. 7 films in a row to earn 40 million plus, meaning profit, like 40 million profit. Superman, they made 125 million. Oh.
Yo.
Well, this was 53 years ago today. Thanos
created
was debuted. Yeah, it says let me see here. I didn't know that. 53 years ago, Marvel's best villain made his Halloween debut. I don't know. Many considers Thanos to be the Mad Titan, to be big bad of the Marvel universe, even ignoring his genre-altering role as the main villain of the cinematic universe. Thanos sat in the center of numerous iconic stories, from Infinity Gauntlet to Annihilation. Thanos-centric stories always hit hard, and there's nothing quite like watching the Mad Titan's ruthless pursuit of his goals. Thanos had a massive, important impact on superhero genre in both comics and the silver screen, and today's the day is celebrated because this Halloween marks 53 years since his original debut. Every character has to start somewhere. For Thanos' origin point traces October 31st, 1972, with the release of Iron Man number 55. Everyone knows Thanos is one of the greatest villains. So yeah, it was. He was first appearance was Halloween 72. Wow. Mad Conqueror. Oh, the issue started with a cold open of Drax the Destroyer, also debuted in this issue. So yeah, that's the first Drax the Destroyer appearance, and Thanos. That's a very valuable comic. That's a very valuable comic.
Indeed it is.
Indeedy. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. We did the Halloween thing, and we chopped up the old Big L, Harlem's Finest, Return of the King album.
Yeah.
And,
project.
Had a good hip hop combo. So it was fun, man, and it was Halloween, so we kicked it. We had a good time, and that's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7 p.m. live as always. Yes. All right, have a good night, y'all, and always remember,
be water, my friend.